sir. Yes, sir. You already know what it is. Sonik Gemz podcast. We are in the building. We are here. The fellas are here. All the guys are here.
My mom made it.
Welcome. You already know what it is. Your boy H1, a.k.a. SwimCon. Fuck, I hate frogs. Let me just start by saying that. Areto Revolve, holla at the people.
Areto Revolve, it's your boy, a.k.a. the darker Peter Parker, a.k.a. Haitian Momoa, a.k.a. You know what I mean? For a day, let's see you top that, son.
Yeah. For a day, holla at the people.
Hi, guys. It's just 4 day here. No AKA, no CKA. It's just plain 4 day.
It's just 4 day.
Nigga that just make you laugh and tell the truth.
There you go.
Passing the mic.
Dimelo, holla at the people.
Sup?
Yo, we are gonna have to fucking work on this, man.
No,
This
listen.
nigga does this shit.
I feel the darker Peter Parker took everybody's.
He did.
He just took it for everybody. You know how I'm gonna come in, but
Yeah, he's thinking
you can't top the darker Peter Parker.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
You can't top that.
Like, hey, this 4 day.
That is a cool ass name.
The white version of Venom. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, like what am I? He's the Haitian Momoa.
Yeah, like, this nigga.
How am I supposed to compete with that?
Son, the whole time I thought that nigga said you was a Haitian mimosa. I was like, this nigga's an orange juice champagne ass nigga.
The Haitian Mimosa.
The Haitian mimosa, nigga.
Look, you
Drink
got
me in the morning with your toaster, nigga.
Sorry.
two creative. This nigga changed his name from H1 to the Schwim Congo. I'm still trying to figure out.
Swim.
I say Schwim.
Nigga said
I say
swim.
Schwim.
That's like a bike,
Schwim.
nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Swim.
Schwim.
AKA Jerusalem Don. New name.
Look, this nigga got a 16-speed name. I don't
Telling
know.
you, H1, aka SwimCon, aka Jerusalem Don. We in the building, baby.
Look, he is coming out with all.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yo, you gotta keep that, yo.
Yeah,
That was
Hey,
that was off top.
Nah, I had Jerusalem Don. I came up with that shit this week.
I don't know.
I just
Yeah.
thought about it. I heard I was watching something
fine.
and Tiffany Haddish was like, yo, she was like, she heard father's from Jerusalem, and I was in the car. I was like, Jerusalem. I was like, Jerusalem Don. That's my new name. Fuck that. I was like, I'm doing this. I was like, yo, the first thing I thought, I was like, this nigga Flock is gonna be like, nigga, I'm just calling you H, nigga. Like, you got way too many
Yeah,
names.
when you came up with Schwim, I said I'm just gonna keep calling you H. I'm not doing all that.
Oh yeah, so this
This nigga came one day like, yo, I'm changing my name. No, this was he told me like 3 months before.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, when the new year comes, son, I got something for y'all. I gotta tell y'all something. I'm like, cool, what is it? Nah, son. I gotta wait for the new year. First of all, I hate when niggas do that. Don't tell me shit. Now I gotta wait for 3 months to figure out, damn, what's he doing?
Stay alive for 3 months.
Then he post.
I know. Like, now I gotta keep up with this nigga. No,
Then he come up with a post one day. He come up with a post one day on Instagram. Schwim Congo. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Yo, you misspelled the shit out of your new name. Nah, nigga, that's it. I'm like,
Swim, nigga.
what is it? That's what I was gonna tell you 3 months ago, but I didn't want to tell you until now. I'm like,
This nigga still has not copywritten his name at all.
Please don't listen to 4 Day. It is
Swim is
copywritten.
copy-
Do not,
I'm just-
do
I saw the
not
paperwork.
steal my
Hating,
shit.
that's all it
I
is,
saw the
folks. I'm
paperwork.
just hating.
Do not steal my shit.
you can't steal that shit. That
Nah,
is a
it's-
unique ass motherfucking
I'm telling
name.
you, can't steal
Like,
it.
I swear. How long? What was your process to come up with that name?
Swim, it was awkward. I was at work one day, and I was reading, and I saw the word swim, and I could not take my eyes off the word for some reason. Like, it was like something, swim, and I was like, swim. I was like, swim. Fuck it, I'm calling myself Swim.
Yeah.
And I was like, that shit just sound hard to me. But I was like, swim just sound crazy by itself. I needed to be hard, and I needed to be like, it needed to have roots. I was like, Congo. Fuck that. It's a rap, nigga. My boss came in. I was like, I'm clocking the fuck out. Beep. Gotta go home. I need some rest. After that, it's a wrap.
This nigga used the whole PTO day just to go home and be like, babe, I got a new name. You better take your light-skinned ass back to work. Georgia Power give a fuck about your new name. Take your ass back to work.
First thing he said, yo, the new name is Schwing Congo. Yo, bless you. Like, nah, that's the new name. Like, oh, my bad.
Running
Smell that.
shit.
You use that shit in the sentence, nigga.
Hell yeah, niggas looked at the shit mad long. They were like, SW. Why you got mad letters in swim, nigga? Swim is just
Bro, you don't spell swim like- that's
SWIM.
not how I grew
I
up spelling
remember I
swim.
was like, I was like staring at it for like mad long. Like, I think everybody was just like, you had the little Brady Bunch squares, you know what I mean? Everybody's in their little like,
Everybody's in there, they
just
trying to
like-
figure it out.
looking at the text.
They thought it
Like,
was a
what
game.
is this?
Hey, swim Congo. Where the fuck is that? Spin the globe, nigga. Where the fuck is that?
Like Africa, baby.
Nigga,
That's where it's at.
That's
But
the
yo.
new nation they just developed over there.
I know,
Hell
right?
yeah.
But it's fire on so many levels because I mean, like once you like think about it, it's like okay, because the swim is spelled like it's like hymn, like a hymnal.
That's exactly it.
So was it SWHYM?
HYM. That's right.
So it's like okay, and then obviously keeping the H.
Of course, 100%.
So,
Got to.
You know what I mean?
Got to do
Congo,
it.
that's like a whole other deeper level because, like especially with our tribe, I guess like being Haitian, we came from the Congo.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a whole other, like I got a homegirl. She's from the Congo, and
Congo.
like Congo.
Okay.
Ironically, I think her pops or her mom is like Haitian, so she's technically half Haitian, half Congolese. But
Yeah,
we
that's
got
a
like
lot.
a little connection. But yo, matter of fact, we should all talk about like the meaning of our names. Like yo,
Oh,
like
shit.
that's kind of fire. Like
That
you know
is.
what I'm saying?
I want to know the meaning in your joint too.
Yeah.
I
Well,
can't- I
Well,
can't- I
before
can't
we
wait
get
to
into
listen.
that, let me just give a quick shout out to all the sponsors. You already know what it is. Sonik Gemz podcast, of course, sponsored by Young Vets Apparel. Hats,
Young
sweaters, hoodies, new Young Vets buckets coming for the summer. All white, all black. You already know what it is. Check us, follow it on Instagram, Young Vets Apparel, Young Vets
Yo,
Apparel.
we
Go
got
check
Young
it out.
Vets 3/4 socks too.
Oh yeah, it's all coming. It's all coming. The new YV coming. Yeah, just be prepared. Anyway, y'all see it when it drop. Follow it on
V-neck tank
IV.
tops.
I need a shirt.
Yeah, it's coming. It's
It's
coming.
coming.
All the new merch is
I didn't
coming.
get my shirt yet.
All the new merch is coming, and Sonik Gemz merch is coming too, guys. So be aware. The website is dropping. The website is dropping.
Where they schliz.
He
it's a
schliz.
lady.
Niche Liz. All right, Posh Blue Tuxedo Cakes and Desserts. If you're doing any kind of event, birthday parties, weddings, bridal showers, any kind of corporate events, you make sure you hit them up. Posh Blue Atlanta on IG. Posh Blue Atlanta on IG. They will work with you as far as prices, so make sure you check them out. And as well as Beauty and Bow Salon.
Ha.
Shout them out. Shout out to Bo,
Shout out.
Shout out to bro.
my man 4-Day Wifey.
Yeah.
Shout out to Trina. I was waiting for him to say it.
Oh, no, you was doing perfectly well.
Okay,
Yeah.
so anyway, Beauty and Bow's Beauty and Bow Hair Salon. Make sure you go check them out. They got the new man pieces, as we call them. So if you want to go ahead and get your wave game up, you want to go get your lock game up, go ahead and go check them out, as well as anything else, frontals, wigs, blowouts, the whole joint. So you make sure you go check them out. And also, if you want to get your nails done as well, and you want to just go hang out, they're a great place to go. So Beauty and Bow, holla at them.
Spend some money, right? It ain't a hangout spot.
They gonna pay
Not
at the
hang
door.
out. I mean, you got to pay if
They
you're
gonna
going to
pay
hang
at
out.
the- pay at the
Anyway,
door.
they're sponsoring Sonik Gemz.
You imagine niggas go to
they're
Beauty and Bow like, yo, I just came to hang out and I heard it was the
Yeah,
spot.
yeah. I'm telling you, but
Wait,
shout out to
Russian
Beauty
man.
and Bow. So
Shout out.
Young Vets
Shout
Apparel,
out.
Posh
Yeah,
Blue
Bow out
Tuxedo
of there,
Cakes and
$10 to get in,
Desserts,
nigga.
as well as Beauty and Bow Hair Salon that's in Fayetteville. Go ahead and look them up. You can also catch them on IG as well.
Shout out to them. Shout out to Trina. Shout
Real,
out to
real
Ali,
quick
shout
before
out
we
to
even really delve really quickly into the
whole squad.
the podcast, I just want to take a quick moment. I lost one of my closest homies this week. He passed, and that shit hit me hard like a motherfucker. This was my man's. Like, we grew up
in
together
peace,
since
rest
we was
in peace.
14.
Power, baby.
My man Ruben Belizier, man, bro. Man, I love you forever, bro. You forever my brother, and I just want to take a quick moment of silence just for him, if I can. Rest in peace, brother. I love you, man. All right, so
R.I.P. Rest in power.
rest in power, baby. Rest in power, love, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
if I pass away, don't do a moment of silence for me.
Why
Why
not?
not?
Nah, I don't want no moment of silence. I've never been silent all my life. Just be loud. Make some random noises. Do something for me. I don't want no moment of silence.
But I'm gonna do it anyway.
What kind of noises?
Hey, That's what
Pause.
Pause.
that's the whole creativity. of it. I want to be different.
You want it to be
I
different.
want to be different. So people like I want a moment of silence. Nah,
That's
All
no
right,
moment
so
of
for
silence.
4 days, we're going to go around the room and just throw a random sound out.
there you go.
Nah, that's already taken.
That's already taken.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
I
Gotta
can't
come
do
up with a
that.
new one.
But everybody does a moment of silence. Like, I just want to be different.
I feel you.
Yeah, do something loud.
feel
Don't be
you.
quiet. Don't cry. There you go.
And that way I am. That way I'm like, yo, don't
Singing
cry.
the line.
Yeah,
I don't want a funeral.
Yo,
I don't want a funeral.
I don't want a funeral.
Throw a party.
The whole party.
Slam a domino in my memory.
Nah, I want
Yo.
niggas to cry for me. I want y'all balling on the floor, rolling around.
real?
I want niggas like, why? What? I want niggas to not breathe, son. When it comes to me, Lord, I can party with these niggas, not me. I want you miserable. I want you
Nah, man.
miserable. But that leads to another quick question before we even move. How do you guys deal with like loss? Do you guys have any? Is there any way? Is it just time?
It depends on the person, man.
Yeah.
If I'm
Depends on who you
real
lost.
close to that person, I might get emotional. Like I might cry in the bathroom by myself, and then after that, I'm good.
You know what's crazy for me? I don't know. I don't think I've ever like had an emotional response immediately for anybody that was close to me that passed away, except for my grandfather. Because I don't know. It's kind of like a weird thing. I don't know if there was a rhyme or reason behind it. I guess it was just like a surreal thing. Like, you know, granted he was, you know, blessed to see older age and everything, but at the time I had just moved out from, you know, mom and pops and was in my apartment, and my mom called me like, hey, I got some news. And I'm like, oh, like, you know, that's never good when somebody announces
they
they
say
have
that.
news. Like,
Yeah,
you
nah.
already know.
it's already bad.
And I'm like, what? I couldn't even, like, I'm like, okay, like, what's going on? And then she told me immediately. It was like, it was illogical. It's like the tears came before the thought process. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't really know. I can't really say that it necessarily means that the other connections weren't as close. It's just for some reason that hit me in a different way. And it actually took me a while to kind of, I remember we went down to the funeral and everything. This is like getting mad sad.
Yeah.
But anyways, like it was just that was like probably, I don't know, for whatever reason. I mean, my grandpa was like, he was a pimp. He was the original pimp named Slickback anyway. So, you know, it was just like, he was such
Shout
a
out to
smooth.
Slickback.
Shout out to Slickback.
You know what I mean? Like, G-Pops, I know you're looking down. So, you know, it's just like, it depends on the person, you know what I mean? And I don't think there's a right way or a wrong way. Some people are strong and they don't show it. That doesn't mean that, you know what I mean, they don't care. It's just, it might hit them like way later, or you know what I mean? Like it just is real.
No, I feel you. Like when my pops passed away, I think when they told me, I cried a little bit, and then after that, I was like, "Oh, junk, I got to step up." So that means I had to handle his funeral. So you know what I mean? It didn't take me till maybe like another like 6 to 8 months to actually like really cry about it. Like really cry.
You had
like,
to be strong.
You had to be strong because
Yeah,
everybody
right.
looking at you. So I'm like, all right. So I cried a little bit in the beginning. I'm like, all right, now it's time to get in the game mode. So
Which that's like a crazy burden though. Were you over here? Like
yeah, I
like
was
in the
here. I
States?
was here, and I was the youngest one. So my brother, my sister, they're the oldest ones, but they're looking at me to take care of everything. And I'm like, yo, you need to go and do this. All right, you need to get the fundraiser. All right, you need to print the paperwork. All right, who's gonna do the artwork? Who's gonna do the funeral? Who's gonna do the? Who's gonna pick out clothes? Who's gonna do it? And you know the funniest thing to me when I was picking out my father's clothes, like this is gonna be like his last outfit. That shit is crazy. Like this is your father or whoever your caretaker is. This is his last outfit that you're gonna see him doing. So it's a process, and there's no right or wrong way of dealing with it. But I say, whoever, if you're close to that person, you're forever gonna grieve for that person. I mean, I don't care what anybody said. Like, it's not like, okay, I cried and got over it. There's another. Because there's gonna be time that, you know what I mean? Like, especially if you got kids growing up, be like, oh, how was your dad? You're like, man, your dad was this and that. Like, you don't want to tell them like this is your dad. You're like, all right, chill, I'm taking you over to his house so you can see what it's like. Like, I want him to teach you everything he taught me.
Yeah.
But just, I mean, it's just a process. Like, you can still. One day you could be thinking about somebody and you be like, damn, and start tearing up a little bit.
That's so true.
And I mean, it's just a process. That's all it is to it. Like I tell anybody, if you should never get over somebody that's close to you that dies, because it's just a living memory. So you just pass on their legacy through memories to your kids.
memory.
Yeah, that's it. But it's still a process, no matter what you say or go through it.
That's a fact.
That's RNS. man.
That's
Real
a fact.
Ninja Squad.
Yeah, that's a fact. I've been sad.
There's different ways to take it, and like Fode said, it depends on how close that person is to you, friends or family. Like, ain't no telling. I've lost people, and the reaction didn't come to like maybe a couple days later. Just out of nowhere, like, oh shit, this really just happened.
You know, crazy thing for me, I never knew how to like process grief. I still don't. I get extreme anxiety immediately. Like my anxiety goes through the roof.
It's a
like,
scary feeling.
Like
It is.
yeah, and then it's like because this was my man's, and we're the same age. And then like he passed away. He was ill, but it was like still unexpected.
Right.
And then it was just like ever since then, my anxiety's been through the roof. But it's also the way that I was introduced to death in life.
Mm-hmm.
It was like it was fucked up.
How'd you get introduced to death? I have a funny story how I got introduced to death.
Okay, cool. I'll tell you how crazy it was. I was 6 years old, and my mom used to work at this place called Marcel Mirror in Brooklyn, some factory, and she used to work with this lady and her sister. Her name was Juju, and her sister's name I can't remember, but she had a daughter, and her name was Marsha. And Marsha was in the 3rd grade, and I was in the 1st grade. But Marsha was my best friend. Like, I loved her.
Yeah.
Like, loved her. But she was always sick. Like, she was always sick. So she'd be in school for some months, and then not out of school for some months.
Yeah.
School for some months, out of school for some months. And then, so one day, I'm doing my homework on the side of my mom's bed with a crayon. I don't know why I didn't have a pencil. But I'm there doing my homework with a crayon, right? Like, don't ask me why I didn't have a pencil. I think I looked for one, and my brother told me
all the rules.
Yeah, I think I looked for my brother said, get the fuck out of here. And I was like, well, all right.
That's all I got.
I ain't getting in trouble today.
I know, that's all I got.
That's all I got.
I don't want to get hit.
So I was doing my homework, and then my mom picks up the phone. The phone rings, and my mom picks up the phone. And then she just bawls and starts, like, screaming, like, oh my God, da, da, da.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit. So the first thing was like, oh shit, like I'd never seen my mom act like this before. What happened? And she's like, Marsha died. Marsha died, and she's crying and looking at me, and my heart is like breaking, and I'm scared to death. Ever since that time, I never processed death properly after that. Never.
And for a kid to even process that is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
because
because there was no explanation. They don't. It's not like she stopped. It was like, well, let me explain what's happening.
Yeah,
There was none of that. All I saw was the reaction first.
Yeah.
I saw what happens when this happens.
This is the
Forget it.
reaction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was that.
Yeah.
And after that, and then it was that time. And then when my grandma passed, when my mom's mom passed, my mom went, she, like, destroyed the house. Like, that was, and watching that, and I was 8.
Yeah.
So it was like that, no explanation. You don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
And then your grandma dies, and then you see your mom. She's spinning on the floor. She's like crying, and you're like, no one can console her.
Yeah.
Right.
Again, I'm scared to death.
Because you don't know what. Nobody explained nothing.
No
to
one
you.
is saying
Nobody-
shit.
Right.
Not
Every-
one person. And I got mad siblings. Them niggas was all crying too, but no one said, yo, let me pull Dre aside. Yo, H, let me explain to you what's
What's
happening.
going on, right.
Yeah, because I know this is probably scary.
Right.
Nah, them niggas is like, man, fuck that little nigga, son. He be like, man up, nigga. Cry like the rest of us, dog. Cry like the rest of us.
So you just crying for no reason. You know what the fuck
So
going
as
on.
I started trying to cry, like I was just sitting there, but I wasn't really crying because I didn't know what was happening.
Right now, you just yelling.
I'm just yelling. I'm just yelling. And I'm like, and it's like, and no one is explaining shit. And that was the first time I ever saw my father cry. I've only seen my dad cry, I think, once or twice in life. That was the first time.
Yeah.
And I think it's because he could not
I think
console my mom. And watching her, there was nothing he can do, and he
Yeah.
just teared. That was the first time, and that scared the shit out of me because my dad was like
Yeah.
Superman. I was like, no,
This nigga
I
crying.
gotta cry too. I'm there trying to cry. I'm like,
I've
no.
seen my pops cry twice.
Yeah.
I think I've seen my pops cry. So,
I don't think I've ever seen my pops.
How do you guys, your story about death?
so the first time I introduced it, the first one, the beginning of it is funny because I'm not gonna lie to you. People might think it's corny as fuck, but the Lion King introduced me to death. I didn't know what the fuck
think
was going on.
Co-sign that. I didn't even think
Yeah.
about
There's
that.
a lot of
That's
people
crazy.
in our
Nobody
generation to
told
death.
me
Man, it's a
about
fucking
death.
phenomenal
like,
movie.
nobody told me about death.
that's
So
wild.
They
we're
never
in the
did
movie
either.
theater. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was
Or
in
they got
Detroit.
the gems, y'all.
I swear to God, I was in Detroit.
Pull out
You
the
know what I mean?
Lion
We gonna
King.
watch the Lion King. I'm like, cool. So we go watch the movie. Watching the movie, and then when Scar got there and put his heels into that motherfucker and threw him off the riff, nigga, the whole movie theater got quiet. And then everybody started crying, and I started feeling something inside. I'm like, what is that feeling? So then I see tears coming down in my popcorn bowl. Like, what the fuck am I crying? So I look at my aunt and she's crying. Like everybody is crying in the movie theater. I'm like, well, fuck. Is he really dead?
This is a
I'm
cartoon.
Like, he's like, it's a cartoon.
supposed to happen
He's not
right now.
real.
Yeah, right.
But just the whole emotion of it inside that whole thing made me cry. And it was like, and I'm like, Auntie, what happened? She was like, well, baby, he's dead. I'm like, he's dead? How did he die? And I don't watch the movie. She was like, no, he's not coming back. I was like, they can draw him back in. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, why they can't draw him back in?
Oh,
He's
no.
not really dead.
All right, I can't. I just can't.
So it was
I
just the
can't.
whole emotion of the whole movie theater. That's when I really know sadness. But and then the first time I saw my dad, it was my if you know my history, my parents are from Sierra Leone, so they had a 10-year coup. So for 10 years, it was a civil war, and the army was cutting off people's hands and limbs, taking kids and putting them into the military, putting them on drugs, raping women. It was just bad whole years. So this guy, I don't know who the guy was, he recorded what was it like over there. So they were showing like people getting put in tires and burned alive, and that was killing innocent people, killing kids, killing women, this, that, and other. So this guy makes a video about the whole situation because the government, the United States or whatever, didn't step in. So he was like, this was really going on in this country. It's been going on for like 10 years. What's going on in this country? So when they saw the video, we was all, I'm not going to lie to you, we was at College Park on National Highway of an Old Town Villa. And my parents and all the African community, we all was a close-knit family. We all, like I'm saying, like my auntie was like 2 blocks up. My other aunt was like one house down, one apartment down. We all stayed. It was like mini Africa. Like, nigga, if you got hungry, like, go to your aunt's house, go get something to eat. Or go borrow something for the rice, go up the street.
Yeah.
So when they all were watching this movie, like, you just saw the sadness in their eyes because he was like, people was getting missing. People was getting, I like, could you imagine somebody asking you, but like, all right, listen, you're going to lose a hand or you're going to lose an arm. And you used to call it short sleeve or long sleeve.
Hell
So
yeah.
they'd be like, yo, you're not leaving this place until you tell me which one you want. Like, if you want a short sleeve, then, you know, they cut off.
Mm-hmm.
If you want long sleeve, they cut off your hand. So the person actually recorded this shit. That's the first time I seen my dad walk out after watching the documentary. And you know me, I'm a daddy's boy. I go out to him, he out there crying. I'm like, yo, what's going on, Pop? He was like, son, watching that shit made me realize, thank God I brung you to this country. Because there's no way no human being is supposed to be like that. And it's not even their fault. Yeah. And I couldn't understand why my dad was crying. Because I'm like, what the fuck is really going on? Like, I'm seeing people wailing outside, people crying and this, that, and the third. And you know what the fucked up
right now, I ain't gonna lie to you.
And you know what the fucked up thing about it? The war went on for 10 years. The U.S. government finally got enough pressure to do in there. The war was over in one fucking day.
That's crazy.
You know how many people they could have saved?
Yeah.
That shit is bananas. Like, you can't tell me this war went on for 10 years. They knew about it.
Yeah.
Millions of people died.
Yeah.
And when the Marines came in there, they cleaned all that shit out in one fucking day.
That's what they're hoping, is that
And they
everyone
came
will wipe
back home,
each other
they had a
out.
barbecue.
That's what they're hoping.
Like, what
Everyone
the
just would wipe
fuck?
each other out. That's what they're hoping.
That shit is craziness.
It is, man. I mean, that's like, was it the Tutsis and the Hutus and
Yeah, Rwanda.
Well, Rwanda, but then also I remember when I saw Blood Diamonds, that was like also like, yo, this is
I'm talking about.
because
Yeah.
the Sierra Leone
Yep.
and all that,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yo, and it really challenges your whole viewpoint on life. You know what I mean? You're like, yo, like I'm so grateful that. I mean, I'm grateful, but at the same time, you know, it's like there's things that are still going on in certain countries that, you know, they just don't shed a light on. Like, you know, you talk about these wars where, like, you know, of course, much respect to our soldiers and all that. I got my army fatigues on. Flock is
you in the
laughing
army.
because I'm getting into my.
You mimosa ass nigga.
Oh, that's the real shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Any person who joins an army or military background, y'all hard as fuck.
Yes.
I can't do it. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm one of them stubborn people. You gonna send me somewhere to go kill or go fight somebody?
Yeah, I'm not doing
They
it.
have no directions.
Right.
They just going over there and following orders.
No, I got some questions.
I can't do it.
I mean,
I got some questions.
because
Yeah.
here's
You're not
the
about
thing.
to send me
Yeah, hell yeah.
to kill
Right.
whoever, and
But here's the- yeah.
and I'm just gonna be like, all right,
cool.
Right.
Right.
where they at?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not my problem.
But here's
Yeah.
the thing too. It's like, how do you kill somebody you don't have any personal
Any
issues
problems with? Right.
And that's what the PTSD kicks
Yeah, yeah,
in, right?
exactly.
Because it's like
No,
I
no,
can't
no.
justify this. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
there's no
I can-
justification.
I don't think
for
that's
it.
where it kicks in. But go ahead.
No. Let me tell you how the military trains you. Because my ex fiance, she joined the Marines.
Yeah.
They get them code words so they don't feel like they teach them they're not human.
Mhm.
Anytime you go back into the history of anything, they give them a code word. The chunks. The Vietnamese were the chanks. Or
Yeah, the
something like
dinks.
that.
Yeah.
The
Dinks.
dinks like that.
Yeah.
So they try to not make them human. Like you're just killing an object. You're not killing a human.
That's,
So
what
that's how
I
they
got.
do it. They break it down like
Insurgents
that.
and
But anybody with a soul and a conscience, I mean, like
Yeah,
when you're
I think it
thinking
still
about
eats
like a
at you.
village, right? Like of it, innocent kids, right? And you drop, because I mean, like,
Not if you're trained, they break you down.
I mean, I understand that,
Right.
but I'm just thinking about, like, I just heard a story, man, of this is so bad. We need a Google chick so bad. There's this, basically, it was a story of when Germany, Nazi Germany was fighting against the U.S. And, this was like one of the first world wars, and they were fighting in aircrafts and stuff. So it was a story of basically this German fighter pilot who helped guide an American pilot who his plane was like super damaged.
Mhm.
And so the German pilot's like, I don't even know how this guy is like still in the air, but he's still flying back towards like, I guess the safe point or the base.
Mhm.
And so he could have obviously shot him down easily and everything like that, but instead he actually followed his plane until he was able to land safely into his base, which I think might have been like, for example's sake, like Switzerland or something like that. And he landed there, and they became like best friends to the point where like the American soldier, as he was like in his, last days, he was like, saying how he loved this guy more than he loves his own brother. You know what I mean?
It's
Because
crazy.
Yeah, it's a different bond, man.
which is
Yeah.
like,
That's
I
something
mean,
else.
even
Military,
just- yeah,
some
absolutely.
so whole
Just
different
the
ball
knowledge
game.
you're on, yeah.
yeah, it's a whole
Bruh,
different,
you know what I
whole
mean?
different
when I
thing.
say the military, like, it's just funny we talking about it because I can talk about like my ex fiance. Like when she came back from Afghan, she called me a civilian. Bruh. Like this is my fiance. She was like, yeah, I'm chilling with my civilian. That's just craziness.
Yeah.
How much
I'm
brain?
chilling with my civilian.
Yeah.
Nigga, what you call me?
Right. You know what I mean?
Ain't no
Some
goddamn
respect on
civilian,
my
nigga.
title.
Right.
What the fuck is a civilian?
Put
nigga?
some respect on my
So
title.
I'm just
Civilian.
saying, like, from them to for them, and
I
and-
just
and
praise
and-
the bill,
and I
nigga.
can't blame her because her body reacted to the natural environment where it's just I have to survive.
Yeah.
So she bonded with them like nobody be able to be family to her. Nobody's gonna be closer to them, but the people that was over there.
Yeah, it's life or death at that point, man.
Yeah, man. And
It's life or death.
I had a homie too. Went over, did some time in Afghanistan, and from just because I know he didn't give me everything, just from like the little
Yeah,
bit
they
that he
can't talk
told me
about
about. Yeah,
Mm,
and I mean,
yeah.
I wouldn't even want to open because I think you need like somebody to talk to, but it's better when you feel like somebody had this like same plight as you
Similar-
because they can
similar
understand it.
under- yeah.
It's like if I try to explain my plight as like a minority to somebody who's not, like it's kind of like, okay, like
you don't know.
you can't really ever know that. So I mean, but from what he was telling me, it was like, I'm like, I mean, you're talking about like real life every day. You can go outside of the military base and accidentally step on a what do you call it, mine, and then
or
it's like,
grenade or
Yeah.
whatever.
I'm gonna
You know
either
what I'm
die, lose a leg, you know what I mean, and then
Yeah.
you can't trust anybody because you could be out in the town, right? And then it's like,
any kid, any dog.
yeah,
anything.
They're on
everything.
high alert
Man.
24/7.
I'm
so when
good.
you get back,
Super
you know
good.
what I mean?
Your
You
nerves
can't
are-
switch
you
out
can't
of
switch
that.
out
You
of it,
can't
Yeah.
any little noises, you know what I mean? And so that's the whole.
Any-
and I'm
any-
sure we'll.
Any night terrors, anything,
Oh,
bro.
man.
I
So
said it was
Yeah, it's
that
crazy.
that junk was crazy. I mean, you know what's funny to me? I just talked to her. I think I talked to her last week, and she's doing better now.
Or
Yeah, I talked to her.
That's
She's
what's up.
good. But it's just the fact that me and her would never, ever be close again. Never. And that's. I don't think it's fucked up, but it's the way that she had to survive.
Yeah, it permanently
That's all the way.
changes you.
And I don't even know what to say to that because as a cautionary,
I just found out my baby sister signed for the Navy. She's about to leave to the Navy in a couple months.
Well, the Navy's a little bit better.
I was gonna say
Your baby
Navy's
sister.
Navy's
Yeah,
cool. Yeah,
but
Navy's
it's just
cool.
crazy. Like my baby sister
Yeah,
told
but
me
that's
this.
your baby
Right.
sister. Yeah,
Like, that's crazy.
yeah.
Like you didn't, and then my sister, she's not that type. She's not. I guess, black for a better word, the violent type, or really more so about that life. So it's crazy for me to like.
See you picture.
You going
like
where?
Yeah.
The picture it
Yeah.
like it's just like.
I mean, I
But
had
the Navy's
yeah.
way much easier than the Marines. Like my
Listen,
she
at
was
the
a
end of the
Marine.
day, at any given day,
But still,
they can
yeah.
call you up.
Yeah,
to
they
go.
go, you ready to go, and you have it's just fucked up because you have no control.
You have no control.
where
yeah.
you're gonna
You
live at.
I
You
can't
signed
do it.
your
You
life
sign-
away to them.
That's it.
Yeah, I
And you
can't
just
do it.
gotta ride.
I'm good. I just can never.
I'm flat-footed, so y'all can't recruit me, baby. One
Yeah.
love.
No, I'm not.
I'm just not going. How about I'm just not going?
I'm gonna say this.
I think they changed that. I don't
if
think
your,
it's
if your significant other is, the benefits are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
checks upon
That it
checks.
Yeah.
That it
Coming
is.
in, benefits, full benefits. Everybody's
And
good.
it's like lifetime for the family.
For the
Yeah.
family. Now, when they come back and how they treat them and they don't give them medicine, they get, like, the military don't treat you like a shit when you come back because your knees, your hand, everything is fucked up. Like, your body's not supposed to go through
And
that
the
torment.
training, the boot camp,
The boot camp is
intense.
man.
But I
It's
mean,
a lot.
to me,
Crazy.
one thing
Like,
that you can't get
That's
back.
what they try to break you with boot camp.
No, they break
Oh,
you.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what
It's
that's what
official
it's
break.
for. That's what they want you to do.
Yeah,
You're gonna
you're
break
not,
the
an
shit. You're gonna break your
individual.
ass.
It's just shaving that mindset of like
Right.
your identity in terms of like
You're
you're
a
not
group.
right.
You're a
You
group,
are-
and
you
need
now
to
Part of the machine,
survive.
you know what I mean?
You
Yeah.
now belong to me.
And you need to follow orders. So if I tell you, hey, they shooting over there, you need to go look. Yes, sir. I'm like, what?
You need to go look. No.
No.
Sorry,
like,
sir.
I'm like, nigga, you look.
This is gonna be the
Imagine
weirdest
that.
standoff ever.
And we too
We're
much-
about
we
to
too
have a
much of an
Mexican
asshole,
standoff
like-
right here, sir.
Yeah, I knew
Too
military.
much of
about
an
to
asshole
happen.
to be all that. Like, you
Yeah.
need to look. Let me use your eyes. Fuck out of here, nigga.
I ain't the one.
Yeah,
like,
for real,
I
like,
can't do it.
You can
fuck
be doing
me.
sign language when the doc talking about three amigos over there. I'm like, nigga, this amigo staying right here.
3 amigos. I'll be like,
We could be the three. We could be the three amigos,
Yeah.
but we just gonna be in two different places.
Exactly.
Exactly.
'Cause I'm not going.
Nigga, they're like shooting over there. All right, staying right here.
I know I'm going this way then.
That's a fact.
And you want me to go there for? You just said they're shooting.
And,
But
So
I mean,
you-
that's
you-
an interesting, like the dishonorable discharge kind of concept, right? Where it's like you can be discharged dishonorably, which is like the worst. It's worse than being a felon
Yeah.
because it's
Because
like
you're
you
like
betrayed your country.
you betrayed
know
your
what I mean?
country and all that.
Like
yeah.
that guy. What's that guy who had that military intel? Snow something.
Snow?
What's
Yeah.
his name? Yeah,
Eric
and he was
Snow?
like fleeing.
What is it? No, it wasn't Eric. It wasn't Eric Snow, the basketball player.
I know that's how, yo. I
wait,
swear, 4 days in my mind,
It
yo.
was,
Like I
it
was
was
exactly.
Snow.
I was thinking that, but
It
I know
was
it
Snow,
wasn't.
but I can't
we
remember
need
his.
a Google lady. What the
We do. Well, we got phones.
Where are you at, yo? But it's just, but he
Yo,
was.
if you're looking to intern for the Sonic Gems podcast,
For real, we are looking
holla
for
at
one
us
immediately.
at sonicgems.hotmail.com.
Because
That's right.
Because every 40 minutes, every 45 minutes, the more we drink, the less we know shit of. So we need about an hour into the podcast, we like, damn, what the fuck is his name? You mean God? Yes. Good job.
That is it.
That is
My
it.
God, could not think of what it
I
was.
couldn't think of it.
I could not.
I
think
got the name
about
on the
it.
tip of my
Shout
tongue.
out,
Yeah.
shout out to the Google intern.
Shout out to the Google
Shout out
intern.
to the
We need you soon.
Shout
We
out
need
to
you
any
soon.
intern, man. I don't know how people can just have that mind state and just deal with it. I know it's for a bigger cause, bigger picture, but
Yeah.
I did it. I did it for Grand Hustle.
I'd be willing to intern right now.
Yeah.
I'd
No, I'm
intern
not.
right now.
I'm not interning at all.
Yeah, so Jay-Z was like,
Yo.
you get intern at Rock Nation, 2 fingers.
Oh.
I'm doing it.
Oh, facts. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It
would
depends on the
it would
situ-
depend-
on
it
the
would
situation.
depend
Yeah,
what
like
it
what it
is.
I mean, if
Yeah.
it's something like that,
It would
yeah,
depend
absolutely.
on what it is.
But
Yeah.
then it's like you gotta think too. I mean, if it's just like they thinking on some free internship type thing, like how do you sustain yourself? You know,
You're going to have to find a way because you're going to have to connect. If you had like a direct connect to whole,
Listen,
I don't give a fuck
if
what
I
I'm
was
going to do.
intern at Def Jam,
yeah.
I'm the weed man now. That's how I'm gonna make it. I'm the weed man.
For real.
Studio sessions, yo, I got you.
I
What you
got
need?
you, nigga. We got that gas, homie.
And I'm prepackaged. What you need? 7s, 3 5s. You want quarters? You want an ounce? Nigga, what's up?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm too old to be an intern. I don't care what you say. I'm not an intern. I have too much knowledge. You can put me somewhere. You can put me on the payroll. Give me minimum wage. Give me something, but don't let me intern. I'm telling you right now, everybody's pen, everything that I can sell on the side, I'm selling it. T-shirts and everything. I'm gonna make my money.
Man, nigga, this is Jay-Z's napkin, nigga. This is $500. Give a fuck.
You imagine?
Right now, I wouldn't last 2 days. Man, he's selling everything out the back room. Anything must go.
Everything. Nigga
Everything must go,
selling
yeah.
typing paper, all that shit.
No,
Don't give a fuck.
He sneezed on this paper. $1,000.
Tired of this shit,
Yeah,
nigga.
nah.
Yo, I got this pen. Jay ain't do nothing with it, but it was in his office one time. 500.
500, baby. 500.
I'm telling you, Jay-Z gonna make a song about me. He kept bootlegging my shit.
Yep.
Shout out to Ho, man. Don't
Shout out
kill
to
us.
Jay-Z, man.
Crazy
Shout out.
for this one.
Shout out. You crazy for this one day?
He knew it when he hired my ass. But I will take that babysitting job. Fuck that shit. Who was that who babysitting Blue?
I forgot the name.
Yo, but that's a stressful job though. Like when you like babysitting for a high profile celebrity like a Kardashian or a freaking Beyonce, it's like I don't know, man. Like I feel like that's mad. Like you think it would be cool, like you like word, like
Yo.
you know what I mean? But it's like
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure, dog, because you know them niggas could like take you out
every
alive,
little
like,
thing. They probably be so like anal, like
Yeah.
yo, like I don't like.
We said wipe to the right, nigga. You wipe your mouth to the left, son. You're fired, nigga. Fuck out of here.
No chance.
This baby Blue, nigga. She's worth more than your whole life, nigga. She's worth billions. You worth.
Yo, she really is, though.
She's worth a lot of goddamn
guess what?
money.
Remember them VH1 segments and they used to show like how rich celebrities were? It was like, yo, Justin Bieber had to do with the British accent. He's like,
Yeah.
yo, Justin Bieber's so rich that, like,
Oh, yeah, I
when
remember
he
them.
takes
Yeah.
a doo-doo, like his doo-doo's worth more than like your entire life. You
His
know?
dude is worth more than your car.
I'm just telling you right now, I just had to be myself in that moment. That's the only way I could actually do that job. I could not fake it at all. They be like Blue, like Blue threw up on the floor. All right. I get to it.
I get it.
I get it. Don't worry about it. That's what y'all pay me for, right? All right. Y'all going to the studio? All right, cool. Anyone know where the mop is? I'm gonna take the closet upstairs. I'll be back. Blue, you want to come with me? Come on, Blue. Let's go
Be
get
an
a mop.
asshole as a babysitter. I be fucking with them with Jay and Ho. Beyonce, trick question. Where's the pantry?
Exactly.
He's
know
like,
you
nigga,
ain't
I
no
don't
pantry.
know. She's like, get your ass out, nigga. I never cooked a day in my life, nigga. That's what we got this nigga for.
I love B. Don't let the Beehive come and get me. I love
Yeah,
B.
Beehive,
This is all
don't come
jokes.
after the Sonik
This
Gemz.
is
Oh,
all
yeah.
jokes.
But if you
Saturday
do,
podcast.
they come
please
talking
tag
shit.
Beyonce in this
Exactly.
and Hove
talking
in this
shit, that's
particular
what it
one.
is.
Let them listen to it so they can love it. So we were talking about a little bit earlier before we actually started the podcast, we were talking about fearful encounters with the police.
Oh,
And Flock was telling a very interesting story. How about you tell your story about you riding with your homie and you thought it
Man.
was a rizzle?
I really thought it was a rap beat. Like, I could see the judge banging the gavel. Life. Yo, we just riding. I think we went to get something to eat. We just riding. And the lights pull up. Like, shit. We ain't had nothing on us. At least I didn't think so. I didn't have nothing on me. So we riding. We riding. We pull over. He come up. Just, well. Look who it is. Just put my man whole government on it. Like, wait.
Like, oh, God.
I didn't see him pull out ID. I ain't see him ask for nothing. He just came to the window, knew my man's name.
super rap.
We going down.
We are going to
down.
jail.
I'm like, wait a
Going to
minute. Officer,
jail,
I have
jail.
nothing to do.
Officer.
Shut your ass up. I'm going to be right here. My ID is ready when you need it, officer.
Oh, my God.
Yo,
So
you
they
just
just have
never
the,
know, man.
you never know, son, the
Yo.
worst encounters.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I was in high school. My homeboy hit me up. You know, you go to your homeboy house. You're like, hey man, I need a ride right quick. Come pick me up. You're like, all right, cool. I'll come scoop you. You got snapped on the petrol? He's like, yeah, I got you, man. Don't worry about it. So you pull up. You pull up to your boy. Hey, yo, this is my man right here. He was doing a robbery real quick. All right, come on, nigga. Whatever. So soon we pull out the apartment at the gas station. Whoop whoop. God, what the fuck is it? Nigga, I know my shit is clean. Officer come up. Where y'all heading to? Nigga, it is like 4:00 p.m. We going random. I don't know. Like,
west.
It's
I
the
don't know.
afternoon.
Yeah, it's the afternoon.
It's the
Like, It
afternoon.
ain't even dark. Yeah, all right. This nigga he had a K9. K9 started barking.
Oh
Officer came out. I said, what is this bitch barking? What is going on? Y'all step out the car, please. Why, officer? I said, my dog smells a little drugs. Oh, well, shit, I don't do drugs. All right. I get out the car. I'm just trying to make it home. Get out the car, sit on the curb. K9 come. He come out with a little baggie. He said, who this belong to? Nigga, I stood up so fast. I was like, nigga, that is not mine. I said, the person that was in the back seat, that's who it belonged to. He said, man, how you gonna snitch on me? He's like, nigga, how you trying to throw that shit in my car? Officer, that's his. Listen.
And you ain't know him?
I ain't know the nigga.
Oh, hell no.
Nigga, I'm not finna go to jail for you. Yeah. Nah, bro. First of all, I had a baby blue 85 Chevy box Chevy. Police was already looking at my shit already. I was the cleanest nigga on the south side.
You had a dope boy car. They stopped your ass.
Yeah, I had a dope boy car. I ain't gonna lie. But
That's why they
listen,
stopped you.
my dad was a mechanic. Got that car for like $200, and we fixed that up, and it was clean as fuck. Anybody that knew that grew up on Clayton County side from goddamn 96 to 99.
What?
Shout out to Clay Coat.
Shout out to Clayco. They knew
Clayco.
that if that sky blue came, man, that was the African boy in that junk. They already know.
They like, that African nigga clean as shit,
They
nigga.
clean as hell.
Nigga cleaner than the mom. I'm gonna rob that nigga later.
Sitting on 15
Taking that
clean
goddamn
rims.
car.
Don't even say nothing. Man, I ain't never snitched in my life. But that right there, I pointed out real fast to that nigga. I was like, yep, officer, that's his right there.
Was it weed? Was it just weed?
It was just weed. It was like a little bag. So the cop was like, hey, let me talk to you for a minute. He pulled me to the side.
Little dime.
Yeah, he was like, you don't need to be riding nobody you don't know. I was like, bro, I came to pick my man up right here. He stayed in that apartment right there. He said that's his man. He said he needed a ride. So, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get a little gas money aside so when weekend come, I get some pussy later on. That's all the reason I was doing it. He like, man, he's like, well, I appreciate your honesty. He said, but somebody got to go downtown for this. I said, why you telling me? That go to corporate right now. I'm going home after this, officer. Whatever you, listen, you want me to sign something? Whatever you want me to sign, that's that nigga shit right there. I said,
Yo, boy, you hilarious.
I was like, yo, I'm on the football team. I make all A's. I ain't got time for this shit. I'm going home. I don't want to be on this side of town. All the way I'm doing it because I need gas money with some pussy later on.
This is a pussy move, officer, obviously.
This obviously is a pussy move. That's all I needed. You know how much it is to fill up a Caprice? But it was like $1. It was $1.10 gas back in the day.
Oh, my God.
Shit.
Oh.
Let me go.
Hey, don't pull me over on
Yeah,
a fresh
so-
pull-up.
I
You
know.
know what I mean?
So he called us. He called his little supervisor. Supervisor can't talk to us. He's like, all right, you can go ahead and go. I ain't see nothing wrong with you. This, that, and third. So they took homeboy. To this day, I still don't know what happened to homeboy. I don't know. What
That
happened.
nigga still in jail. He ain't got no bail money.
Yeah,
Nigga,
I
motherfucker
don't
should
know
have
what
never
happened.
told on my ass, nigga.
Yeah.
I just needed a
I know when I
ride.
got to school the next day, and the nigga was like, man, this nigga 40. I said, you goddamn right. Don't ride in my goddamn car. You got drugs. Shit, I got to go home to my daddy. Fuck you, nigga.
It's either prison or that nigga. I'm good, bro.
I'm going home. I like, well, my dad told me, he said, you get locked up with some drugs, don't call my ass. You stay the night. Until they release you, I'm not going down there.
God
It
damn.
was the truth. My nigga, my dad left my brother in jail for like a week and a half.
God
He told
damn.
that nigga, he's like, yo, don't call me for some bullshit. They called my father, be like, hey, you know, we can release him if you come sign it. He's like, nah, I'm good.
I'm good.
Damn, son. My dad would have came and got my ass.
Nah, bro.
Then I would have had to come
My
home.
dad-
I would have been like, yeah,
Oh,
just
that's the
that was
worst.
the
That's
worst.
the
Like, you just keep them
worst.
nipples on, son.
Bro,
I would
my
rather
mom-
stay. Son. Like,
No,
to this
bro.
day.
My mom,
Till this day.
Yo.
That nigga's in jail to this day for a day.
yo, my mom cried. She was like, you not gonna get him? She was like, hell the fuck no. He said, I meant what I meant. You go to jail with some bullshit, I'm not coming to get your ass. You gonna stay in there till they release you. So after about it was like 6 days they let him go. Cause it was on some bullshit. I think he was like, he had a ticket and he ain't gonna pay his ticket, so he had a warrant. And they was like, I ain't fuck with that shit. That was your stupid ass fault. You have money to pay for that? Nigga, you locked up. Go to jail. I don't give a fuck. They were like, Dad, please go get Ali. He was like, shut the fuck up. He said,
That
"You
nigga
better-
gonna stay right there.
right there.
I'm
My,
gonna learn this lesson.
yeah, my mom had to go get him outside the jail. Had to go pick him up.
Wow.
My dad was not playing. He like, you go sign that paperwork, it's gonna be a problem in this goddamn house.
God
Black
damn.
is hard.
I'm telling you, son.
Hard,
To this day.
To this day.
To this day. I remember
Yo,
the son
but-
was
He never got in trouble for drugs again.
Oh yeah, after that, that's it. Nigga, you go, nigga.
Yeah, you learn your lesson quick. If you don't learn it after that, then I don't know.
Nigga, shout out
But
to older brothers that make mistakes.
shout out to older brother makes mistakes.
Shout
Make
out
it
to
make it
older
easier for the
brothers.
younger brothers to not make those mistakes. Because
Very
niggas don't want to
easy,
go
nigga.
through
You
the
want to call
same
your
bullshit.
dad? Not at all. Officer. If you do, I'm just be with you all week long.
I might as well just come to your house right now.
I
Might as well just come to
start
your
singing in
crib.
jail and
Well,
shit.
set that cell up for me.
Yeah,
I'm here,
yeah.
I'm here all week
I'm
long.
gonna be
y'all,
all
officer.
week.
With a harmonica.
You start getting to know the sheriff. Like, what's your shift this week?
Like, Janice, you having problems at the house again? God damn it, Leroy.
Be walking the next day like, so what happened last night?
What happened last night? Jen, I told you when you get them new draws, what's gonna happen. All right.
You be there so long that the sheriff start bringing you dinner. I feel bad.
I feel
I
bad for
feel
you.
bad
There
for
you
you.
go.
If
wanna-
your
you-
parents ain't come in, I feel
Nah,
bad.
I
Yeah,
feel
your
bad
whole
for
shit's
you.
fucked
You know,
up.
You know how they
I
gonna
ain't
sign the
letting you go,
paperwork.
but
You
Man.
African or something?
Yeah, yeah.
You must be African.
Singing that one note.
You're here all the time.
Where the fuck this nigga get a harmonica from? Damn, that boy good. He good for a week.
That boy good. You crazy.
good. That
You crazy.
boy good.
That boy good.
You crazy. He good and terrible.
I know.
Terrible.
Be like a living color. Like I wrote a song about it. You want to hear it?
Here you go.
You want to hear it? Here you go.
There you go. My baby been locked up.
Oh, yo! Shout out to A Living Color, man. Shout out to A Living Color,
man.
one of the greatest shows of all time.
man, that shit
Shout out to A Living Color, man. Shout out to
Damn.
A Living Color, man.
Dr. Peter Parker. You know about Living Color? I don't
Man,
think
I-
that wasn't your generation.
I mean, it was, but it wasn't because I was born
You
'93.
came
But
in.
I
like,
was raised on all it was like I grew up watching Martin. You know what I mean? I grew up because my dad loved Martin, so it was no way.
Yeah, everyone loved Martin.
Yeah,
everybody
God,
loved Martin.
everybody
I
loved
mean, but
Martin.
that's true.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Martin
right.
Lawrence.
Shout out to Martin.
Shout out to
Bruh,
the show.
the first two seasons
Wayne's
of A Living
brothers, all
Color
that.
was fucking genius.
The classic,
This is
classic,
fucking genius.
classic.
I got the first season on DVD, the whole set.
Bruh,
Oh my
that shit-
God.
I was like,
Man,
yo,
that shit make you cry.
What?
Now.
Best show ever
Listen,
at the time. They broke
some
records.
moon rock and that, I'm good.
Is
The
it
rest
right?
of the day.
A Living
the whole
Color.
day.
That's how I feel about Dave Chappelle's show.
And that show is crazy thinking about how many stars came out from it. You
Oh
know
my
what I
God,
mean?
son.
Like that,
Son,
like
Jim Carrey,
ridiculous.
J-Lo, son, Tommy Davidson,
Everybody.
fucking David Allen Greer. This is a way that like the list goes on and on. Keenan Ivory Wayans, y'all seen that meme on Instagram? It's like the only nigga that ever put his whole family on. Like he put his entire family on a show. Like that's like impressive.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean? Even,
remember when Sean was SW1.
yeah.
Nigga,
Yo,
hot top
I'm
fade.
telling you,
Yeah.
it took me a minute to. It took me a minute. Everyone was like, "Yo, SW, that nigga's SW." I said, "What the fuck does SW stand for?" I was like, "That nigga named Swim, nigga. This nigga Swim, nigga. His name is Swim One." H1 Swim? Nah, this is Sean Wayans 1. Fake ass DJ.
Nah, I heard he was dope as a DJ.
He's
I heard he
DJing
was
now. That
dope.
nig's fake as fuck.
He probably will.
He wasn't a real
I mean, he
DJ.
literally
son.
had that
Nah, I
one
heard
track.
back in the I don't know about now, but back in the day, I heard he was
Underground.
It was
official.
nice.
I heard he was nice.
I know he DJs now. Back
He
in the-
DJs now.
He DJs now.
For
Everybody
real?
fucking DJs now. Yeah, he DJs
Yeah, I
now.
mean-
That's true.
Everybody fucking DJs.
Don't you-
Everybody with an
Fucking
iPad
DJ
can
now?
DJ now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's hard to
fucking.
be a DJ now.
You
Yeah.
download Serato, nigga.
That's true.
Damn.
That's true. But like real DJs
And
feel
you
some
gotta
kind
know
of way
music.
about
To be
that
a good
shit.
DJ, you gotta know music. You
Yes.
have to know music.
Yeah,
That's
you
the only
have
way
to
to be a
know
good
music.
DJ.
You have to.
You can't just know.
Or you can count. You can actually count the
I
beats.
should probably be a DJ because I'll be like, we'll be out and stuff, and you hear the DJ selection. I'll be like, yo, this is like, it's like it don't be hitting the way that like in my head I can make a playlist, and I'm just like, yo, this would be fire. Like I'm like, why you play this song here? Like, don't even go together. Like
Yep.
you just play.
Speaking of
Like-
DJ, I gotta shout out my man DJ Greg Nice.
Shout out to Greg
Oh,
Nice.
Yo, we went
Shout
to
out to
go-
Greg
we
Nice.
We went to the Just Vibes event last weekend.
Oh my gosh, it was
Fire.
Fire. dog.
Shout out to
And
all
it
the
was-
dancers.
That's what it was. Exactly what it was. Just vibes. Everybody was in their own vibe. Nobody was worried about nobody else. Everybody
I
was
love good DJs.
Had the
Chilling.
B-boys and B girls,
Yeah.
fly
Come-
girls, dancing.
Lit.
Next time he got his joint, I'm gonna tell you so you can come. You
It
gonna
was
love that
great.
joint.
Shout out to Greg Nice.
Nice, what up, baby?
Shout out to Greg Nice. So let me ask y'all. So y'all saw that R. Kelly interview?
I saw clips.
Fight for life.
To this day. To this day.
Yo, I saw.
30 years of my career, nigga.
I only saw clips. I didn't see the whole interview. I
Yo.
told myself
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna watch the interview because I already knew like just throw him
Did
under
y'all
the-
see the part where she was like, yo, like, but it's so many of them. Like, how can you say that this is all a lie? Like, she's like, you've hogtied. Or no, he was like, no. He was like, somebody text me and said that I hogtied these girls. Like, I don't even know how to hogtie.
I don't know how to hog tie people. I believe I can fly.
Yo,
Nah, nigga, it was,
saw
I
that.
believe I can hog tie. Nigga.
Yo,
listen. I'm just gonna say.
Listen,
was
all
out.
all that interview did was prove the guilt.
No,
think
but
so?
like, but to me,
You know?
I took a different.
You
I don't
don't
know
think
why
so?
I do this, but I feel like I'm always like left with it where everybody's like, he's because when I watched it, I felt like this is probably more than likely the reality. Like you know what I mean? I don't think you should put yourself. He put himself in a lot of dumb situations, so that's his fault. You know what I mean?
And that's one thing.
Yeah.
He should have never done that interview.
No.
He
No,
should
you
have.
should have never did.
His lawyer was dumb for letting him do that.
He
Or
was
publisher
fucked
or
up for
whoever.
letting them girls talk too. He
That
let the
too.
girls. I was
When I heard
the
the
worst.
Oh yeah.
I saw clips, but I heard them girls was talking crazy.
Yo, man, cause she was like, so she was like, so you both are in a relationship
Yeah.
with R. Kelly. She's like, yeah, we are both with him. She's like, so in a sexual way? It's like, I'm not gonna talk about what I do in my bedroom. I mean, you talk about what you do in your bedroom. Gabe was like, no. She was like, okay, what the fuck? Next question. Next question.
Yo, but
Acting belligerent and
Gail-
shit.
Yeah.
I got to shout out to Gail because I love Gail's face during the clips that I saw. Her face was like, yeah, whatever, nigga.
Yeah, she didn't believe him.
All right,
Like,
Robert.
But
she was
you
reading
gotta-
the bullshit.
Here's my thing though. It's not even about R. Kelly, and this is like real shit. It's like it's the when Gail goes back to the studio and CBS or whatever the fuck. It's
The
the
white people?
it's the white folks, right?
Okay, I felt
but
it. Yeah,
okay,
word.
so it's the key words that they start using to implement,
yes,
right?
yes,
So they're like, oh my God, when R. Kelly was like to this day, and he was getting upset and shit,
yeah.
and they were like, oh my God, were you scared? He was acting volatile.
The same exact
Yes,
thing. Oh,
he
that's
was acting
crazy.
violent.
Yeah.
Were you afraid? So they start dropping these clues,
Yup.
and now you start associating black men
Oh,
with this
angry
fucking
black,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, angry black guy. So were you afraid? And Gail was like, no, I wasn't really afraid at all. He wasn't yelling at me, nigga. He's yelling at the situation.
The situation.
You know what I mean? But
Like,
then it
it's
started.
understandable that he was hurt.
Yeah, of
But
course.
at the same time, he did way too much to throw himself under the bus.
First of all,
To me.
when he started calling himself the Pied Piper, I was already out. I don't give a damn. When he started calling himself the Pied Piper, I was like, you know what, R. Kelly, I'll try to defend you with everything. Because TB2 was my damn was
Woo!
my album. That was my damn
That album is classic.
That's a classic.
Oh my
But
God.
I can't listen to it outside of my house. I can't.
Like in public, I don't think
No.
anybody rides around can listen to Kells anymore.
But
You know,
yo-
people feel like they still can.
Right,
I
but
don't know.
can't. I
think
can't.
he's
because
a
they be like,
comedian
people
too,
do.
man. Y'all
Some
gotta
people still
watch.
do.
Yeah.
I still be hearing it.
Yo, people still rock with R.
I
Kelly.
mean, but
My man,
he's
I can't do it in
he's
public,
made
though.
so
There's been a couple
many
stations I
classics,
heard
you
the
know what I
music
mean?
yes, he made classics, but I just can't
And a
fuck
couple
around the
people that be
public.
blasting this
I
shit
mean,
out.
I grew
Some
up
people
on
don't
Space
care.
Jam. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
yeah,
I'm
Space
not
Jam
going
was
to
the
listen to
shit.
R. Kelly. You know what I mean?
But now I'm just like
Dancing in the name of love, step in the name of love. Like,
he got way
What's
too many
crazy
hits.
is
Too
what
many.
I'm mad at the most. This is crazy. Y'all can laugh at me, whatever. What I'm mad at the most is that he didn't get none of what he actually deserved for all his music.
None, because he didn't own shit.
He didn't own
He
shit.
didn't own
But
a
he was
goddamn
illiterate,
thing.
So a lot of those contracts,
All
he probably
that
didn't
shit went
have.
over
You
his
know what I
head.
mean?
No,
all that shit went
and there
over
was
his
no
head.
ownership at that time. Your record label owned all your masters.
Right.
So imagine you wrote
But
one
could
of the
you
greatest.
imagine how much he would be worth?
But he also,
got that
but he,
shit?
Son, just I Believe I Can Fly alone would have made him
Alone.
$100 million.
but he wrote for other greats too. Like, it's not
He
just
wrote for a bunch of
you know,
motherfuckers.
Whitney,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah, he wrote for Whitney. He wrote for
Whitney,
Michael.
He wrote for
He worked for Michael.
Marcus
He's
Sheen.
worked
I mean,
for
he
all
really
the
would
greats.
be-
Celine
He wrote for
Dion.
Michael.
You are not
Yeah.
alone.
No, I didn't know that at first. Up until the documentaries, when I found that out, I was like, "What?
Yeah,
I
that's.
can't even listen to that song." now.
What y'all think? Okay.
Hey,
As a
some people
business-
trying to put them together because now they trying to throw that Michael Jackson documentary out there. You know?
Ah,
We about to get to that.
No,
What were you about to say for?
Listen, as a business major, if you know you're illiterate or you know something is wrong, you hire a team that's behind you that will tell you your yes and your no. In the industry, you know how many people hire people. They're like, listen, I don't like this nigga. I can't stand this nigga. But I know this person is going to do me the right way.
How do you know who to trust though? Like if you really can't, right? And because these, I'm sure there's examples of this.
There
like,
is
even, like,
examples.
You know what I mean?
You know who has the best example of how to make sure you don't get robbed is Rakim.
The rapper Rakim?
The rapper Rakim.
Really?
He never hires the same person twice, or he never don't go off reference from another person.
Because,
He goes
okay.
from another team to another team every time. And he's actually told he's in my life I probably went through like 30 accountants.
Wow.
He's never stayed longer. He said the longest I stayed with an accountant was maybe like 2 years.
Okay.
Then you switch it up.
Then you switch it up. We get too comfortable with people that's making our money.
Mm-hmm.
Do not get comfortable. Because we know what do when that person gets comfortable.
Gems, baby.
They take your money.
They take it. You're not
So
gonna
don't
know.
make them comfortable.
You're not gonna know either. There's
You
too many
don't.
back ways
Shoot,
for them to take your money.
I mean, just plain simple. Why they say always when you get car insurance to check your account, check different sources every year because it changes.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody making millions of dollars, you don't think you want to check your account and make sure he's doing the right thing?
That's a fact, yeah.
And there's too many facts out there that saying that they don't. Oh, I trust them. I don't trust nobody.
Yeah.
I didn't trust Chase when they came down here to Atlanta, and these niggas that they didn't have a teller inside giving me money. They give you before when Chase came down. I don't know if he remember it. They used to give you a paper. You used to go to the ATM, put that code in, and that code would give you the money that you asked out. They didn't have tellers inside Chase when they came to Atlanta.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So if a bank is telling you we don't trust our tellers, why the fuck am I gonna trust this bank?
True.
Yeah.
The whole banking system is bullshit.
That's one way to look at it. Yeah, I mean, it's so many. I mean, this whole freaking society. You know what I mean? The way that everything is corrupt anyway. But
To this day,
Ice Cube got an album out called "Everything Corrupt."
everything
corrupt. Yeah.
is
And
corrupt.
there's certain other trusts that you can do. But I'm just saying right now, if you got that kind of money, you've been in the business for that long, you should know you need to double check on somebody.
But you know what you could tell too is like he's really like in love with the music, right? Like I mean, it's not just a paycheck. Some of these guys you could tell, like when you think about like a P. Diddy. Not saying he doesn't love it, but it's like you could tell it's more Steve Styles, these kind of guys, right? Like it's more of like just business, which it is. I mean, I think majority percentage wise is more business than it is about the talent and the love and all that.
Yeah,
of course.
it's definitely 100% is business.
But it's sad because this is like when you're an artist, right? Like, and I look at R. Kelly. They had this clip up. I mean, they're really going in on my man. I really feel bad because he's really become this pariah. Like, you can't even. There's nowhere you can go. Like, he went to McDonald's and he was trying to get some cookies, and they didn't want to give him cookies in a drive-thru.
That's his fault.
So he started singing. He was like, I wish you could pull this clip up. He's like, I want some cookies, and he was like, no, sir, we don't have any cookies. And he was like, I would like some cookies, and then he got.
They're like, see, that's what got your stupid ass locked up right there.
Bruh.
And so
That's
people
what got
going in
your
the
ass.
comments like,
It's
yo,
been-
that's exactly you trying to go for the cookies. Like, you know
it's
what I mean?
been years that this man been documented. So like, he's gotten away with a lot of stuff. But when he got off the first time, he should be like, you know what? Thank God. Let me chill the fuck out.
It's OJ syndrome. You know what I mean? Like when you
just
get
keep
off on
doing-
something, yeah.
You keep doing stupid
But then he
shit.
got clips like that too, saying like, I should have put these charges on me back in the day. Now y'all can't do it. Blah blah blah.
Right.
I mean, it's ignorant, but I mean, also too, it's like it's so in your face that it's ridiculous. Like the Aaliyah thing, I think was the most major mistake that he could have done because that's super like. It's
highlighted-
literally on
That-
record.
yeah, that
Like
plagued him
age is
forever.
nothing but a number.
It
You marry a
plagued
girl
him
that's
forever.
15. Like
Worst
come
mistake
on.
ever. It plagued
That
him
was his
forever.
biggest one. I think without that, even he might even be a little bit more looked at as a little bit more credible. Like you know what I mean?
Y'all think his situation might have been different if he just came out and apologized?
No.
No. Because
don't
if
think
He
he'd have
can't.
been-
He can't ever admit to something like that.
Yeah, because
But
Admit
what
to,
if he
like,
did? Like, yo, I've been bugging. Like, even if he blamed it on like a mental health.
it's an unforgivable
need
thing.
help.
Yeah, it's
in the
unforgivable.
world, like
Yeah,
not
it's-
even just
But-
it's
but- but-
unforgivable.
Yeah, it's
but what he
unforgivable.
doing now? He's
Whenever
like, it's
you
not my
abuse
fault.
kids.
I got raped. Like,
But even though I feel like, okay, Dave Chappelle, I'm going back to this guy, right? Like, it's like, he was like, you know, he was like, when I was, 13 or 15, like, I was catching the bus. I was doing all types of things. He's like, you mean to tell me somebody's, like, peeing on me? I can't just get out the
You
way?
can't just get out the
It
way.
was like,
Yeah.
really, like, so, like, some of this, like,
Some of these
so,
it just don't add up. Like,
yeah, it's like, and even like how he was saying in interviews, like, use your common sense, people.
right.
Use your common sense. Like, it's like, come on. I mean, at the end of the day, too, I mean, it's not. He still has to take the blame because it's like, okay,
A lot of blame.
yeah. I mean, the reality, because he was in another mistake. Oh, huge mistake he made on that interview. He was saying to, was it Gail, the interviewer? She was like, you know, she was like, but yeah, they sold them to you, God bless. It's like, yo, they sold these girls to you, right? And he's like, the parents, like, he was like, they gave their kids to me. So he's like, they sold them to you. And he's like, yes, absolutely. So I'm
that's
like,
what I kept hearing.
I'm
like,
like, do you know-
absolutely.
He fucked himself. She played him.
like,
She
do
twisted.
you-
She played him. It was just verbiage. He just wasn't smart enough to catch it.
but I'm like, come
She
on,
played
bro.
him.
Like, I mean, but the thing was too with that, I'm like, okay, the thing that makes it look bad, like, and I watched like a whole bunch of different. When I was with my girl, she used to watch like The View all the time with like Tamara and all those.
This is
You know,
I think the real. I
The
think
Real,
I don't
my
know.
bad.
The real. Yeah, I can't.
it's the same thing to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
it's all for women talking shit.
yeah. And
But we're for
even,
niggas
even
talking
their
shit.
reaction to it, like, I didn't really.
Now, welcome to the angle.
Welcome to the angle, guys.
But yo, for real, I agree earlier what we were talking about with the rhetoric on how, like, just certain key words that are used to kind of, it's like this subconscious language that they use to try to like demonize like black men, you know what I mean? Saying like, oh, like, you know, he was like so violent and stuff.
Yeah,
and, like,
violent,
I'm like,
volatile.
I'm like,
Yeah, they
first
use a lot of
all,
that shit.
400 years to this day.
To this
first
day.
of all, reparations. So like, come on, man. Like, what you expect? You know what I
Ooh,
mean?
it's a whole other subject
but-
I want to talk about.
Yeah, y'all not ready for me on that.
Reparations.
All right,
Reparations.
reparations. Do y'all?
Reparations.
Let's get into the
No.
reparations.
No.
We gotta talk about it.
No,
we
no,
gotta
no,
talk
no,
about it.
no, no,
Let's
no.
talk about
No, not-
reparations.
Okay, doing this podcast.
Reparations. 40 doesn't want to talk about it, but we're going to. Quick, before we even get into reparations, we're gonna get into the reparations for a day. I know you don't want to, but we're gonna talk
People are
about
not
this
gonna
shit.
like me on this.
Oh, I got some shit. Me and you about to talk about this goddamn shit.
shit.
But Michael Jackson's. I didn't watch the documentary. I'm
I
not
didn't
supporting
either.
that shit. They can fuck themselves with that whole
I haven't
documentary.
watched it, so.
I have no interest in watching
You're
it.
not
While
gonna
we're on
ruin.
that-
You're not gonna
yo.
ruin. Remember the time.
Never,
Fuck
Mike.
outta
I'm
here.
sorry. Yo,
Facts.
niggas are like, you can take R. Kelly, but Mike, nah, bro,
No, not
you
Mike.
can't.
It's not the fact that.
And then the
it's
man
the
is
fact that-
dead.
that-
Like,
yeah,
why-
Yeah, he's
how
dead.
could he defend himself?
What do you? Yeah, exactly.
That's the most
But he's
scandalous shit ever.
he beat those kids. Like, the FBI had been following him for 10 years and they didn't find nothing. They,
Listen,
Yeah,
you know what I
he's
mean?
been
So, come
dead
on, man.
for longer than that.
yeah. He's
Yeah.
been
Why
dead.
is this shit coming up now?
It's his 10-year anniversary of his death, and that's when they dropped this bullshit ass documentary. Yeah, they can not fuck themselves
Sidebar,
with
did
that
y'all
bullshit.
know that Michael Jackson has a son?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
well, no,
Prince,
like 3 kids.
No, he
yeah.
had a secret child named Omar or something like that.
Oh, he draped it.
He's like,
He held the dude, Michael, Michael, the guy who had a kid from the world and he had the world from his kid, Michael.
Hold on, somebody. Where's
about to Google
where's the
it.
Google intern?
Yeah, we need Google it. We need to
This
Google it.
dude- Hold on.
We need to Google it.
I'm gonna Google this.
Everyone's on their phone
I know
Googling.
he has
I think it's
Yeah,
three.
three.
His
He has
name
Yeah,
is
two
Omar.
boys and a girl,
Yeah,
right?
Prince, Paris,
Wait
and
a
Blanket.
And
Yeah,
Blanket.
but
Wait a
they
minute.
were public
Wait,
though. This one he
wait,
never
wait,
talked about.
wait.
it.
Hold
a
up. So you
minute.
got Prince, Paris, and
Stop,
Blanket.
stop it.
And you
Stop it.
named the secret child Omar?
Stop it. Wait a minute. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Blanket and what was the other girl's name? Is
Paris.
not as logical.
No, they're not his. They're not his like logical.
Right,
I don't think
okay.
They're not his kids.
Okay.
They
Like I don't think he like
Biological?
Yeah, no,
They're
they
not
I keep
biological.
saying logical, like, I
Omer
forgot the
Omer
first part.
Bati.
Not the logical.
It's something logical.
Yeah, something logical.
Wait,
Omer
Is it
Bati
real?
B. It's a horrible last name, but I
What?
think
is it
What
real?
is it?
his last name is Bati B. For real?
No, let me see. Is it this
That's
kid?
bro,
No,
hold
it ain't
on.
who it is.
Omar.
Did we do a DNA
He
test on this
dances.
kid?
He does. He looks like Michael. Like, if
Oh
you
yeah,
look at his
Batsy. Yeah,
features,
yeah. I heard about this kid.
And
I
he's
heard about
ill
this kid.
too with the dance, and it's confirmed. Like it's like
Like
his,
DNA?
Michael Jackson's dad was like, yeah, that's his kid. He knew about him, but he never.
Claimed him?
Well, I don't know. He just kept it real secret, but he had a relationship with him. Like he actually raised him. Like he's been at events with Michael, but he just never came out to the world. And was like, what I mean?
Look, I'm telling you right now.
Omar
There-
Batsy,
there's celebrity, right? There's celebrity,
yeah,
and then there's Michael Jackson. Like the realm that he
Yeah.
was in,
yeah,
you can't even imagine.
yeah,
You can't do nothing.
yeah.
Imagine you can like Beyonce can go somewhere, right, in the world, into some island and be kind of cool. You know what I mean? Low key, kind of even.
Yeah.
There's nowhere Michael Jackson can go on earth.
But he
Imagine
also,
that.
So
son.
you don't think anybody else in this right now has that statue star power?
No,
Like,
after Beyonce, is Michael
you
Jackson
just
the
said
biggest
Beyonce
star?
could go to certain places.
No. I'm talking. If we're talking about star power, if we're talking about you talking about being able to go places or star power, that's two
I mean,
different
as
things.
far
What's the difference?
No.
Well, there's
What
like
what's
if
the
you're
difference? Anywhere
being
you go, you're gonna have star
recognizable,
power if you're
being
up there.
No.
recognizable,
What
you know
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying is Michael Jackson's star power was different than Beyonce's.
Yeah,
Michael,
galaxy power.
yeah, it's
You know what I
it's different. What I mean is, if what I thought you meant was the biggest star since Michael Jackson. The biggest star since him has been outside of Prince.
I
maybe
said,
is Beyonce. She's the
Beyonce,
biggest
absolutely.
star
I'm
in the
not
world,
arguing with that.
hands down. Like there's no one else bigger than Beyonce. Beyonce walked into a room, niggas are gonna faint. But Michael Jackson, until niggas are always comparing the two.
Yeah.
But I always like, look, to me, it's a very simple thing. Until you sell 147 million records with one album. How many records did you sell, Beyonce?
How many records did you sell, Mariah?
How many records did you sell? Until you can do a concert
Mariah's
and have
crazy. They just
until
put it like
yeah.
that. Mariah's
that-
crazy.
a
She's
whole-
like 80 years old talking about butterflies. Bitch,
Yeah.
you was in a cocoon. You need to stop this. You need to stop it right now.
You gotta stop.
You are talking about butterflies.
Until you can sell a concert out with 3.1 million people there at
Michael
one
Jackson,
concert.
he's a standalone. I mean,
It's
he's
like it's different.
He's an anomaly. He's
Yeah.
he's literally in his own category. Like nobody.
Yeah.
One single that he dropped is probably like what these guys made off an album.
Yeah, and no one
'Cause, you know
the
what I mean?
influence
Thriller.
alone. Smooth Criminal, still the greatest video of all time. I'm sorry, that's my favorite video of all time.
Still had
Smooth
horrible
Criminal.
songs.
I'm sorry.
He still had a couple bad songs.
Michael
And we're
Jackson.
shutting off for these mic guys. Thanks for listening to the Sonic Gemz
Hold up.
podcast.
Hold up. Wait a
Hope
minute.
you
Wait
guys
a minute.
enjoyed the sounds
Wait a
of
minute.
Fort
That
Day.
horrible song.
Wait a minute. Oh, so Blood on the Dance Floor was not a horrible song?
Michael Jackson. I don't
Okay,
know
it
that
wasn't
song,
his
so I'm not
best.
even
It
gonna-
wasn't his
don't
best.
say
It
it.
wasn't
Yeah,
his
yeah,
best.
yeah,
But
yeah,
horrible
yeah,
and wasn't
yeah,
his
yeah.
best is two different
No,
things.
that was a horrible
What
song.
era was that though? Was that like
The
Black
remix
Michael
was dope,
Jackson
though.
or like
The original wasn't that great, but the remix
I'm
was
just
dope.
saying, the Blood on the Dance Floor was a horrible track. Everything else I like, but I'm just telling you right now.
Was this Rock With You era? Like when did
No,
this
Blood on the
not
Dance
about
Floor.
this
Blood
was,
on the Dance Floor. Yeah, it's like 2000. No, 90 something.
That
90
was like-
something.
yeah,
Late
90
90s.
That
Yeah.
was a horrible track. Let's just be.
I'm just trying to think what album it was on because to me,
Doesn't
Blood on the
matter, it
Dance
was
Floor.
horrible. No,
Blood on the Dance
that's
Floor
reason.
was the name of
No.
the album.
Yeah, nobody talks about that.
what single? I mean, I'm trying
That
to
was
think.
the single,
I'm just
Blood
trying
on
to
the
like
Dance
in my
Floor.
mind, like I'm trying
Exactly.
to understand. Like,
See how much you brainwash?
was it?
The whole album.
Hold
th-
on,
that
hold
song was that trashy.
Hold on, Michael Jack. I'm trying to think. Like, what stage was it? Was he when dating Elvis Presley's daughter? Like, when
No,
was
this is late 90s, Neff. Late 90s. This was late.
So he was already white by this time.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well, it didn't really matter at that point because
No,
he was
don't
already.
do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, you know
It's
why?
Mike.
Because it's like, okay, you got to think about it like this, right? Like he already
Look at that. Look at that.
was blood on the damn.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
song ain't that bad for it. Come
Shut
on,
the
bro.
fuck up. Yeah, you lied to yourself.
I'm rocking to it already. You know what I mean?
Because it's Mike. If it's anybody, you be like, turn that shit off.
You're right. That's what I'm saying. But that's Mike.
Yeah, but it was a still horrible song. I don't cross that barrier.
Yeah, we gotta get off of that. Like the niggas that we claim as icons, we know they
Fuck
do
y'all.
some
Right,
bad
it's
shit.
like-
too.
Yo, I'm about
They
to
do bad
sample
shit, too.
this.
Right. It's a bad
Blood-
song.
Blood on the
Listen,
Dance Floor.
Everybody's record is not perfect.
No, but
the
you
people
know-
we love
no.
the most, their record is
video
not
is even
perfect.
worse.
Every single record's not gonna be perfect, but I'll say this, right?
video is
Without
even
Michael
worse.
Jackson, none of these other fools would exist. So you
Oh,
would
absolutely.
have.
Nigga,
Absolutely.
that's
So when
fine.
you
I
said
about
when
that
you,
one track.
But
Yeah.
like we say, everybody's
Damn.
record is not perfect.
Listen. I'm telling you,
Michael Jordan ain't make every shot.
Thank you.
Michael Jackson's song, every song is not
wasn't
as dope
wasn't
as the
great.
last one.
But
Yeah.
see, the
every song
difference,
is
yeah.
not as dope
Like
as
like
Smooth
Blood on the
Criminal
Dance
What's
Floor.
your favorite Mike song?
Yeah, it's good.
Shit, I just said it a little while ago.
It's so
Remember the times.
Yes.
Yes.
Remember the time.
Until I'm sorry again. I'm sorry. Just one more thing. Stat I gotta add to the mic because I'm like a mic fanatic.
So,
Yo,
same.
until
the Butter Dance Floor was a Harper song.
Yeah, look, all right, it wasn't his greatest. I'll give him that. It wasn't his greatest, but Mike, I'm riding with you. But yo, until
Title
you
was
could,
hard though. That was a hard title. Blood on the dance floor. That's
yeah,
kinda,
because
that's
he's like, I'm dancing my ass
It is a
off.
hard title.
It's hard as
But
hell. But the song,
Everything can't be perfect,
yeah,
nigga.
the song, it wasn't his greatest. I think Mike even said that wasn't his greatest.
It
It wasn't his greatest work. But the remix
But when
was
you-
dope.
yeah.
There's a remix.
Okay, I got you.
Fucking Clef did the remix for this fucking
No
shit.
way.
You gotta Google it, nigga. Anyway,
Google it, you want
the
to.
number,
Yeah, Harper
the
song.
fucking, the thing, the third, right? So until you sell 147 million records, until you fucking have 3.1 million
How
people
much
at
did you
one
sell,
concert,
Beyonce?
right? Right? And you made me
It's-
forget.
It's on sale at Target for $10.
Damn,
I
so you
saw
always said that.
3. I went
It's on sale
diamond
for
on one
$10.
single.
Oh, until you shut down a station, an entire station, for them to just play your music video.
Yeah.
Until you do that,
He was full white at his video. He was full
leave Mike alone.
But yo,
He
Mike,
had vitiligo.
yeah, that part.
Shut
you know what I
that
mean?
made up shit up.
You don't believe that?
Stop it, I say.
He had
It
vitiligo.
ran in his
He
family.
had
And
vitiligo.
he had the Pepsi commercial.
How come ain't
thing.
nobody
He
else
got
white in his
burned.
family?
He
on
got
that.
burned
I
in the
remember
Pepsi
that one.
commercial. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So that's valid. Just the
Well,
plastic
that's Pep-
surgery
my
thing is.
hair.
That's
My
Pep-
hair.
that's
Yeah,
Pepsi
he burned
fault.
his whole.
Yeah. The only thing is like the nose.
Even the album
jobs
cover
and
was
all that,
whack.
you know what
Yo, it's like every time I picture Michael, he's dancing. So every time we talk about him, I just gotta like do the
Yo.
shimmy.
I'm telling you, 'cause
Yo,
that's
y'all
Mike.
gotta-
Look at this
Yo.
album cover. That let you know that song was not going to be hitting on nothing.
Yeah.
I just let you know.
It wasn't his greatest work.
Whoever his creative
So,
genius is working
hey,
on
you
it,
said
it was
your
not
favorite
his
was
He's the
Smooth
king of
Criminal.
pop.
Best video of all time.
Best song. What is your most favorite song?
My favorite song, probably, I have too many when it comes to Mike, but
No,
I'll
nigga,
probably say
pick one.
Smooth Criminal.
How can you pick one with Mike? though?
It's hard.
like,
It
man.
is hard,
I can
but
tell you
it's
one
easy
thing.
with me. Nigga, remember the fucking time.
Give
What's
It To Me is another phenomenal
Um,
record.
I say
Yeah.
PYT.
PYT was
PYT was my
dope.
shit.
that was-
my
oh,
God.
That was my
dope.
shit.
Yeah.
Y'all
But I
okay?
mean, we could easily go with like we already know. Beat It was Flames.
Yeah,
you
Rock
know,
With You.
All his joints was flame.
I
Yeah,
mean,
all his joints is flames.
Pardon. Most of his joints, all his singles was flame.
Wait, hold on. Beat
Yeah.
It. What was the other joint? The
Except
Thriller, Beat It, Billie
that
Jean.
wasn't
Billie
a single.
Jean. Oh, Billie Jean.
Was it?
Billie Jean.
I don't
Billie
remember it being
Jean.
a single.
Yeah.
Billie Jean is the best.
Yeah.
I think
That's why I
critically
never
acclaimed,
went, yeah.
Billie Jean is the
Okay,
best.
okay.
Billie Jean is
Billie Jean is
Billie
the best.
Remind
Jean
you what the
will
cover look like?
never. Billie Jean
Nah,
will
nah,
never
nah.
go old in life. Billie Jean, they will
None of
play.
his joints.
They
Listen,
will play Billie
Billie
Jean in heaven.
Bad, Thriller, Smooth Criminal, Remember
Yeah.
the Times, Man in the Mirror.
Yeah,
Black
Bad.
And White, none of those will go bad
No,
over time.
never,
None of that.
never.
People will always, if that shit start playing anywhere, everywhere, people gonna
It's the
gravitate
most-
to it.
yeah.
and rock to it.
It's
I know one
beat.
song that's
Oh,
going to forget about.
That's the same song that's
Leave
never
him
gonna get
alone
played.
for a day. Leave him
It's
alone.
the same song that's never gonna get played.
Look, you sell 147 million records. You allowed one.
I
Flop.
mean, we're talking
Yes.
about if we talk about
That was a
Thriller
big
alone.
flop.
Yeah,
That
Thriller
shit was
alone.
Like, that shit was like IHOP flop. That goddamn shit was like.
It wasn't that bad
But
for
you
them.
can't.
It wasn't
but
that
you
bad.
can't have a flop if you've already like. First of all, you set the precedent. You set the tone for like generations. Then. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're constantly, like, reinventing society. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, it's like Thriller. Think about the music videos that he did. You know what I mean? With the dancing and the, you know what I mean? You should have seen when he did the moonwalk for the first time on stage.
shit
was
And
wild.
all the greats were, like, watching him. They were like, our career's over. And everybody
Yeah,
like,
he
yo,
changed.
like,
He made history.
Alright, yeah.
Hold up.
He
I got a
made-
question
he
about
made-
that, too.
Yeah.
He wasn't like he created the moonwalk. So
No, he
what
didn't.
was it?
His version of the
His
moonwalk,
version of
though,
it was
his,
different.
yeah, because
'Cause
James
they-
Brown technically, you know, what
There
I mean,
was a
had
dude-
version,
there
but it
was a
wasn't even
dude-
his originally.
No. There was a dude. Well, Gene, I forgot the name of that old artist. They used to do something back in like the 60s called the backslide, where it was looking like you're walking forward, you're moving backwards.
Right.
Then B-boys came in and they took that.
Yeah.
There was a particular B-boy. He used to be on Soul Train. I forgot
was
his
about to say
name.
Soul Train,
yeah,
yeah.
but he taught Michael the backslide.
Right.
But then when Mike did it,
Yeah.
It just elevated
it
it.
changed to something else.
Right.
He
Oh.
turned it. He was like, backslide, nigga, I'm Mike, moonwalk, nigga, I'm walking on the moon. And
Yeah.
every time he did it, it was like So it's like he's synonymous for it. Like
Yeah.
imagine you taught me this shit. Nah, fuck what you taught me. Like
Right.
who cares?
I was like, they'd be like, yeah, he created it. I said, get your facts straight.
But it's,
Yeah,
it's
nah, he
stuff
didn't
that you
create the
never
moonwalk.
noticed though,
Bill
like when
Bill
he,
Bailey invented the moonwalk in 1943.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
backslide. They still call it the
Google
backslide.
girl. Where is she?
But his
We
version
gotta
of
have
it
the
was
Google girl. We
probably,
need
like-
you.
Google girl, hit us up.
We
Sonic
need
Gemz
you.
at
Sonic
gmail.com.
Gemz at
Hold on, I got a
Gmail,
question.
please.
Why does she have to be a girl? Is it weird that we say girl? Is
It, it would be most preferable.
Because we're a bunch of guys here. Like it would be cool to like have a cool like Google
Get a different,
girl.
get a different perspective.
We
Yeah.
need some estrogen in
I-
there.
You're welcome, fellas.
Yeah.
We need a different perspective.
I don't know. I think we
Need
want to
that
set
touch.
ourselves up for failure with this one. It's like, I don't
Or
know.
we can have a cool ass Asian kid.
We ain't
It
in
gotta
on,
be
we ain't on
Asian?
no R. Kelly.
I just think a
wouldn't
cool
mind-
ass
I wouldn't
Asian
mind
kid
a
who likes
female.
hip hop and
You
like
know,
skateboards.
I just think.
Y'all wouldn't like that. I would love that, like a cool ass Asian kid. No, just y'all Asians, we love you, but I just think it would be mad cool.
I got some Asian homies. I got an Asian homie. I
But they
he
gotta be
doesn't
like
do
cool
all
as
that.
fuck
But
though.
They gotta be mad cool.
Nah,
Like he
he's
wears
a-
his
he's
hat
a cool- no,
backwards.
he's
They
one of
gotta,
the
they
coolest.
gotta talk. I'll talk. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's one of the
They
coolest.
got
dudes
to.
Because
I
he's
know,
not gonna
but-
last for me.
Yeah.
I swear to God, it's not gonna happen.
Which I
So-
want like China Mac or something. Like,
Nah, son. China Mac's a
nah.
gangster, dog.
I'll take China
like,
Mac.
yo, I don't want
China
you to
Mac
shoot
is
me.
a
China
super
Mac
gangster.
asking, can you
No,
Google?
China
it?
Mac, come to
You know what I mean?
I didn't
Come
know
to
he
the
was,
Sonic
really,
Gemz one day.
Really,
One night.
Asian. Like no, he was like we don't fuck with you. Like I need shit like that in my life.
This nigga 4 days,
I'm
son.
just saying though,
For
just
days.
different cultures. That should be funny as hell. Have y'all heard an Asian cuss? Like really be mad? That's the most hilarious shit in my
It's
life.
pretty funny.
A curse word would not come
Or
out.
white people. White people, I love when they cuss. Oh my!
They're the only people that say
God.
cunt.
You know what we should find? We gotta
White people are the
We
most
gotta
funny
find-
people when they cuss.
we gotta find somebody to represent each race
yeah.
and just have at it. Cutting
Yeah.
that like just jokes, yeah, whatever. If they get
Yeah.
mad,
I
whatever
swear.
the fuck.
It
like,
would be. Oh my God!
Yo,
it would just
I think
go.
that
It
would
would.
be dope.
I think that's gonna end up going left real hard.
Yeah,
real-
facts.
but I think it's gonna be funny. Yo, I was.
I think
in,
it's gonna be funny going left though.
I was
it will
in-
be
I
until
was in
someone gets
Target.
punched in the face.
I was in Target and this lady was getting mad at this other person with slippers, and then that was the first time I heard this term, but I took it and ran with it for the rest of my life. She was like, "Get the fuck off me, you fucking bitch monkey!" I was like, "Whoa!"
Bitch monkey. She was saying this to a black person.
No, she said to another
That
white
hit me
lady.
immediately. That's
Wow,
hilarious.
you bitch
You
monkey.
bitch monkey. Like they the most creative cussing.
And that's not really funny in real life, but like, yo,
When you
like
hear it
that's
from
funny to
somebody
me
else,
right
Yeah.
in real life right now.
When you're slizzed,
Right now?
slizzed,
Yeah.
Sliz?
that
Yo,
shit is
she
like
called
bitch
her-
monkey. Who says stuff like this?
You remember-
White
I'm at
people,
Target
that too.
shopping for soap and shit, and she was like, "Get the
Like,
fuck
bitch
off me, you
monkey.
bitch
Aight,
monkey."
pussy chicken.
All right, dick
Going
frog.
names, like-
Fucking dick frog.
What I'm saying,
Pussy
bruh,
chicken ass, dick frog ass nigga.
I'm just saying, white people are the most when they get angry and they get frustrated. Oh my God, they're the most funniest. I
Yeah, it's
swear.
hilarious.
What kind of white person do you think is the funniest to watch get mad? I think like white women, like you know what I mean.
Oh,
Like,
when they want a supervisor.
oh, like
Oh
yeah,
my
like
God.
when they turn
They
into
like,
red,
turn
yeah,
into
and it's
red.
like,
they
Can I
did. They
speak
have,
to your supervisor?
yeah.
Can I speak to your supervisor?
Like
Man,
no.
This coupon says.
that
Oh.
reminds me,
Son,
It also says it expires 2 months ago.
this shit expired last week,
Okay,
man.
Okay. We're not talking about this. We're talking about that.
I know, right?
I love that shit. We're not talking about this. We're talking about that.
You're getting off the subject.
Oh, no, you're
getting
getting
off
off
the
the subject.
I'm not talking about the expiration. I'm talking about the
I,
coupon.
and you know what they hit you? I've been shopping here for years.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
They give you the shopping hit for years. It's over for
I've been
your
giving
ass.
you guys my money for years.
I know. And this is how you treat
I've
a
been here.
loyal patron.
Adrian.
Stereotypes stem from somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be honest.
It's a little bit of truth.
Yes, there's a little
I be
bit of
looking at
solid
like,
stereotypes.
You
but
ain't
it's-
even got a
it's-
store card. Shut up.
Yeah,
Sit down somewhere.
stereotypes.
Where's your Kroger card?
Stereotypes.
Exactly.
It's really
funny,
no, I'm
though.
saying the,
Oh,
the joint.
Stereotypes stem from somewhere, and they do. And a lot of them are funny as shit. I'll be honest with you. A lot of them are funnier than a motherfucker.
They are. I'm not gonna lie to
You know what I mean? Like,
Why do we still get the worst ones though?
I don't know.
Which ones?
Man,
Well, we
listen.
do. We get a lot of shitty
Black
like.
people fuck up a lot of shit.
We get a
Let's
lot.
be
Of,
let's
let's
be
be
realistic.
We get a lot of
We
shitty
get
ass
a lot of
stereotypes.
shit.
We get a lot
And
of
we
shitty
fuck up a lot of
stereotypes.
shit.
All right, that's
Eating
what I'm
ice
about to
pudding.
say. I was about to say because they always say black people, but it be some black people doing the most shit that you be like, ain't no other black person did that. Like if you hear a story, you be like, God damn it.
And that's a shame. Like, why?
No, but I'm saying, like, to me, it's like we're one of the hardest groups to really like pick. Because I mean, think about it. Like, without us, like, the world would be dark. Well, pause. Hold on. Let me run it back.
We didn't know where you were going with that.
Yeah,
everyone didn't know
what
where
I'm trying to say. 'Cause
Somebody
I'm
get that cup away from him.
My cup is empty.
Your cup, you need to like.
That's why you
Fill-
fucking up.
fill
That's
my
why you fucking up.
Hit me. So what I'm trying to
I
say.
hit you all right.
Somebody
can't
turn
with
off
these
his
guys.
mic.
Somebody
turn off
unplug
his
that mic.
But like, nah, for real, we supply the talent, you know what I mean, in the world. Like, if it wasn't for us, this world would be boring, you know what I mean? So like, when they say, like, for instance, like, you've heard like all black people look alike, right? It's like you can clearly see that's not true. Like, just open your eyes, right? Mm-hmm. But it's like when it comes to Asians, sorry, like, you guys do all look alike. Actually, like, it's like, matter of fact, even white people, because our race has been mixed up more than anybody else due to slavery, all types of stuff, right? So with them,
Everybody's black.
they probably have like 4 types of. It's literally like only 4 types of like white people. Like, you could see like mad doppelgangers, whatever they call them, of white people everywhere you go. You're like, yo, I've seen this guy before. That's crazy, like, because it's like it's only 4. It's only 4 types. You know what I mean?
You went back there with a plate, nigga.
They came with the ice bucket.
That nigga got
We
a
can't
full
be
mouth
eating,
eating.
though.
Like,
Yeah,
he had a
yeah.
plate back there.
Yeah.
So y'all can eat chips, but I can't. That's how we roll.
No, I didn't know.
You went in the back like you had a plate of rice and beans
well,
back
if
there.
somebody would have picked up their
that's
phone, they would have
Exactly.
got the chips.
Had some plantanos.
You mama
Had
great
some
awesome.
plantanos.
Yeah, they're watching the sport.
What's mofongo?
It's a type of a different way of making plátano. It's like mashed plants.
Does it have meat in it?
Sometimes it do, sometimes it don't. Depends on how you make it.
That sounds good right now.
That
son.
shit
I don't
is
even care.
Good
son.
as
Is mofongo a Dominican dish
yes,
specifically?
yes.
What's an African dish that you love?
Oh shit!
It's like, don't get me started.
Goddamn. I say the one that people really recognize is maybe like fufu
Oh, I heard of fufu.
Palm butter.
I heard of that.
or couscous.
Couscous is
Yeah,
African?
Yeah.
I mean, I would say it's African. I don't know if it's like
I always thought that was a white people.
naturally.
when I
Now-
heard it.
No, it's
No,
not.
that's
I'm
not
gonna
the
put-
couscous
I'm
that
gonna
you're
put y'all
thinking
on
about.
game.
Not like the grains.
Yeah, the little rice. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna put y'all on game. Like, 40's a chef.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This nigga
Chef
gets
Day.
busy.
Yeah.
Chef Day.
Why you didn't bring no food? son?
Yeah, just over here, just
nobody
assed out,
Because ain't
drinking
nobody
juice and
answer their
shit.
phone.
You wasn't gonna bring no goddamn food over.
I didn't know.
How you know if you
first
ain't
of all-
answer the phone?
First of all,
You call me when
first
you
I
got
came-
here.
Hold on, first I
No,
came
no.
from-
He called way before.
Yeah, I did call.
And you
before.
text me.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that.
That's why I was
combination
like-
Y'all want to share some Doritos? I'm hungry.
Oh shit.
That shit is empty, bro.
That shit
Yo,
is
what?
he's over
I'm
here
just-
dying.
I'm
like,
just watching
somebody would've picked
everybody
up their
around
phone.
there eat, yo.
See? Yeah.
Somebody picked up their
Because
phone.
we called H on the way over here.
Yeah.
Like, yo, wonder if we got some snacks.
Yeah.
You ain't pick up, so.
I was.
I mean, I love to cook, but I haven't cooked as much as I need to. But yeah, but like couscous.
Nah, but this nigga's the man.
Yeah, I can grill. I love grilling. That's
I'm
one
a
thing-
griller,
that's one-
too.
That's one thing I'm passionate about.
I'm a
passionate
griller.
about grilling.
You wanna have a grill off?
You'll lose.
I'm with
So
it.
you don't want it with me, son.
I'm
You
with
don't want no
it.
smoke.
Is
4
that a
days.
challenge?
I'm
4
with
days. You don't want
it.
no smoke.
Yo, me.
You wanna have a Sonic Gemz, the first goddamn
Cook off.
cook-off
Cook-off.
is going
Yeah,
down.
cook off.
Me and P are the other
You don't want,
judges.
you don't want these
Fact.
problems.
You don't want no smoke for a day.
I'm a foodie.
Hold
so
on
I'm
though,
a
hold on.
different
But
judge.
I'm
Fact,
gonna give
man.
it to you though.
I'm
Do
a
you
smoky
cook, I don't
and I'm a
cook,
foodie.
Like, I don't cook
Hey,
beef.
go hand in hand. You know
What
what
you mean you don't cook beef?
Like steak and stuff like that. I don't do that.
Would you cook vegan?
No, like yeah, and like chicken, like
Oh.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
So,
so you already lost. That's okay.
oh, but that doesn't mean my chicken won't be better than your steak though.
Nah. Just put it
Nah,
like this.
listen.
Just put it like, I don't like fish, but I've had people compliment me the way I cook my fish. Can you do that?
I will smoke you on the
You don't
grill.
want that.
You-
You don't want that problem.
the Sonic Gemz cook-off is going down.
But
Yo,
you know what, man? That's
the
a
Sonic
hard-
Gems-
that's gonna be an
Let's
interesting
get it
battle 'cause
poppin'.
African, Haitian,
June 1st.
spices, man. That's
Yeah,
gonna be crazy.
Sonic Gemz picnic.
June 1st.
Sonic Gemz
have
picnic.
I created my own
That'll
rub.
be dope.
June 1st.
Okay.
You created what?
Yeah, I created my own rub.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You want
he
some?
did.
You want some smoke?
You
I don't care. You created a rub. You can create a rub, a tickle. I don't give a fuck.
First of all, you need smoke to cook. So I don't want to nigga that can cook. Ask me about smoke. Of course I want smoke.
Okay, so let's do it. All right, bet, ladies and gentlemen. What you said, Flock, what date?
June 1st, whatever day that fall on.
that I could
I
be
didn't
during
even
the
check
week.
calendar.
He
All right,
check
so
the
sometime, well, I'm going on a cruise in
So, yeah,
June.
so he
But
gonna
when I
kiss-
come back,
When in June?
June, what, 15th or the 16th?
You're leaving in June 15th or
Yeah.
16th? So what you worried about the first for?
Because the first is like a fucking, probably like a Tuesday or some
I don't
stupid
give
shit.
a
Niggas gotta
So
go to
where
work.
we need a Google. God damn it.
We need
June
a
1st
Google.
is a Saturday.
It is a Saturday. Okay.
June 1st.
June 1st,
June
baby.
1st, Sonic Gemz picnic. First of all, we're gonna make it a family event. Sonic Gemz picnic.
There you
Yeah.
go.
You guys can come out. We'll pick a park,
Where we
probably
doing?
Grant
we
Park.
Ain't gotta be the park. I got the pool in the backyard. What's poppin'?
Let's go.
Whole,
Do it at the
oh
house.
my, but you're not gonna want like random. It's the Sonic Gemz. Okay, well then fuck. Everybody
Well,
come to
then-
Flock's house. Nah, I'm just kidding. Don't come to Flock's house. You get shot.
You better get shot.
You will.
If I don't know
Get
you,
shot.
you just might.
But Sonic, all right, bet. Flock's crib, Sonic Gemz.
Code word. Give you a code word to come in.
Yeah, that's right.
If you're the 100,
Yeah.
if you're the 100 subscriber, you can get in.
You can get in. Boom. 100 subscriber to the
Who's a
to
marketing genius?
YouTube.
And a chef.
I gotta give him a pound. Pound it up. Love it. 100 subscriber to the YouTube page. You get to come to the Sonic Gemz cookout.
Yeah.
Me versus 4Day. We about to have a cook off.
If you like to eat, if you like to laugh,
Yep.
if you like to smoke,
Yeah. This is the place. You come in
Sonic
and you have a
Gemz,
good time.
baby.
Don't
That's
get-
right.
No.
If you come to the door, if you're a police officer, you have to tell us you're a police officer.
Mm-hmm. Don't try to trick niggas.
It's the law.
It's the law.
Don't try to trick niggas.
Arrest nobody in my damn house.
It's all right. Private property, baby.
You guys
You know
were
what I mean?
smoking what?
Not really, no.
Ganja.
like this cannot still be.
Get that officer out of here.
Get your ass the fuck up out of
You're
here.
smoking ganja. Get that officer out of here.
Oh man, so it's
Nah,
official.
shout out to the boys though, the cool ones. There are some cool ones.
Like police?
Yes.
Yeah.
There are some cool ones.
Yeah.
Okay,
Shout out to
I've
the
had
cool
one good experience with the cops my whole life.
I've had 3.
I've only had one.
For
I've
real?
literally only had one good experience. Is when I first moved to Atlanta, actually, Atlanta PD, and this was the most awkward shit. So I was driving. My sister had remember them old ass Astro vans?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
You remember that shit?
The one that the door always gets stuck on?
Oh my!
Yup.
Oh, exactly.
I think they all made them like that.
Oh my god! But for some reason I
was
love
very-
driving her van.
Fuck,
I just love driving them
I
shits.
don't like vans at all.
I love it, but they were like vans, like dollar vans, like I love them. For some reason, I love driving them. Right. So there's chips in there too, Neff. In there, if you need chips and shit.
Yo, y'all sponsor me, son. I like to eat.
He didn't offer you anything that I offered you the 100.
No,
right?
no, I thought he would like. He's like a stranger.
And
Like
he came
Neff
over here
lives
eating.
Like I'm like.
I'm just letting y'all
And he
know.
came
Rachel
over here
Revolt
eating.
likes to eat.
So this look inside the middle thing. You see some tortilla shits. You're gonna have to go. You probably
Hey,
gonna.
you off? Don't say that on the mic. They're like, you said you like to eat.
I know, right?
Which is another question we're about to get into.
Oh boy.
Well, we're about to get into that question, but
Oh, shit.
I'm telling you.
It's a
But-
Saturday for real.
Oh, I'm telling you. So I was in her Astra van and I fucking caught a flat. Now, my goddamn sister, for some reason, was putting shit in the back of the car. She took the goddamn tire out. Yes. So now I'm on the side I'm on the side of 75, nigga, in the little like space on the side, and I'm like half my ass is in the actual road
On the left side?
on the left side.
Goddamn
The-
cars flying by your.
Oh my god!
The
son,
whole
I'm
van shaking.
Oh my god! I just moved down here, son. I'm like, yo, what am I gonna do? I'm scared to death, right? So I come out, I'm like, I'm looking for the fucking tire. Could not find the shit. All right, bet. I'm on the side of the road, and then this cop comes, pulls up behind me. He's like, what's up? He's like, what's going on? I'm like, well, I caught a flat, and I don't have a spare. He's like, well, where do you live? At the time, I lived in Stockbridge. I'm like, I live in Stockbridge. I was right off Tara Boulevard, as a matter of fact, when this happened.
Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to Tara Boulevard.
out
Shout
to
out to TB. You already know. And then he's like, okay, leave the car. I'm going to take you to your house to get the spare. I'm like, okay, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm not getting in the car. There's no way. It's not going to happen.
It's
Right?
something
And he's
about
like,
this don't feel right, no.
oh, I'm from Brooklyn too.
Right.
I'm like, what? I'm like, you're just saying that is a trick. Like, there's no way you're really from Brooklyn. He's like, no, I'm Guyanese. My God, I'm really from Brooklyn. I've been down here for a couple of years. I just joined the force.
Oh.
I'm like, what? Nigga, let's go. He took me all the way to my crib, grabbed the spare, took me, helped me put the tire on, and then stop traffic so I can pull out. He literally stood in the middle of the lane, turned on his lights, and made everyone stop so I can pull out.
That's a trooper.
Only cop.
He's a trooper.
Only cop that I've ever seen do something like that was the only cop, only good experience I've ever had up until that day. Before that time,
It was not good at all.
I bought my Honda. I'll tell you a quick story. I bought my Honda the first day. The first day I bought my Honda. Back in the day, I bought my Honda fucking 2001 or 2000 some shit, right? Yeah. Back in the day, they used to give you them paper plates. Remember them fucking the paper tags? Mm-hmm. I'm in Brooklyn driving. No, they don't do that anymore. Nah. They give you the thing, but it's all registered now. Like you can't because niggas was all making all kinds of fake shit with that stuff. And niggas used to make a killing.
When I first got my whip, nigga, I would go to the one dealership every week and get just
flip the tags every time. Again. They can't even do that no more. Nah. All the numbers are registered, so if you fuck around and do it. yeah.
I need a new date.
I need a new date.
Hey, I was thinking about doing it for my wife car. I was like, man, they get this here.
You know, we'll talk about that off air. So I remember I was in my Honda. I was on Beverly Road in Brooklyn. I just went off. I just had my little girlfriend. I just dropped her off. I just got the whip, son. Just got it. So I was stunning, nigga. I was like playing music in a little cheap ass radio. That's how it sounded.
Two speakers,
loud as a motherfucker. It sounded crazy. I'm driving. All of a sudden, I see a car pull up behind me. And the lights go off. I'm like, well, he can't be behind me. He can't. There's no way he could be for me.
Right.
He could see the tags. There's no way. No way. I keep going. Hit the curb and I hit the gas. Boom. Cut right in front of me. Damn. Middle of Flatbush Avenue. Get out of the car. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what? Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
What seems
Get out of the car. It's 3 cops, 2 Italian motherfuckers, and some other white dude. Shit. 2 of them were dressed in civilian clothes, regular clothes. 1 of them was dressed as a cop. Pull me out of the car. Get out of the car. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, where'd you get this car from? I just bought this car. I literally just bought it. Literally today. He's like, where's the paperwork? I'm like, in the glove compartment? Go get it. No. Not going to go get it. It is in the glove compartment. Yeah. You can go get it. I'm sitting on the back of the car. I'm not going back in to go get the paperwork. So while he's going to go get the fucking paperwork, the fucking other cop is just searching inside of all mad illegal shit. Searching inside of the car, all kinds of crap, right? The cop is outside looking at my paperwork, right? Looking at my license and all that. Then the fucking Italian cop comes and goes, oh, shit, we got a problem. I'm like, I'm going to jail. That's the first thing I thought. I'm like, my dad is going to kill me, and I didn't even do shit. I don't even know how I'm going to explain this. Yeah. I didn't even do anything. The other cop was like, nah, he's good. His paperwork is good. He's like, the other cop literally was like, so we don't have a problem?
Ask a confirmation.
Yeah, like we don't have I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, he was
so had the other cop been like, oh yeah, we got a problem.
Oh, you definitely.
It's over. Yeah, but the cop was like, no, he's good. Everything is fine. Yeah. Mind you, this is in the middle of the street.
Oh, they don't give a fuck.
A crowd on both sides just watching me. I felt like a fucking criminal. I didn't even do anything. Yeah. He hands me the paperwork. He's like, all right, man, go ahead and go. And the reason we pull you over is because people have been making fake tags and they've been stealing cars and putting fake tags. So we had to make sure the car was yours. Then I was like, but why he said we had a problem then if you saw the paperwork?
Right.
Go ahead and have a good day.
Yeah.
And let me go. Shut the fuck up. Get your stupid ass the fuck up out of here.
Black man, I'm trying to save you. Get the fuck
it's like
out of here.
I peeled off, my nigga. It was people on the side of the road that was like, turn your headlights on. I was like, it's getting dark. It's like, turn your headlights on.
Is that the most awkward thing? Is when the police pull you over and they let you go and you like, why? Do I? No, you be like, okay, so do I speed off?
Yeah, right. Or do I just like do the speed limit?
Or do I let him
Definitely
go?
Don't speed off.
Nah, you can't.
Right.
Them niggas will catch your ass.
Has anybody been pulled over twice?
That would be like the worst.
Or you get pulled over, they're like, woo! You're going too fast. Like, God damn it.
Like right back to back?
Yeah, like back to back.
I've been pulled over by the same officer on like 2 separate days.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Man, I got this ticket, yo, right up
gayest shit ever.
It's a little, right where we at, from like Stone Mountain. It's like 3 cities that like borders Stone Mountain, Lithonia, and then you got
Rock City. What's that place? What's that place on Memorial? Not Memorial Drive.
Not Rap City.
Rock
the
Bridge.
basement.
Yeah. What city is
Hold
that? It's like a small.
I know that's exactly what I'm talking
not
about.
Pike.
Is it Pike?
No.
Is it a small little?
Damn, yeah, it's like one small
It's,
strip.
yeah, little. That's
Right.
exactly
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
talking
a
about.
speed trap too.
Yeah, it's a
They
speed trap.
waiting to catch your ass. Damn,
I forgot what the fuck it's called.
damn, it's not Pike. It is fucking.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, but anyway.
wherever that's at, that's where I was at. And I like there. So there's a gas station right by the light, right?
the Citgo.
That's
the-
Citgo, right?
The Citgo.
I went through a yellow light. Well, technically it did turn red, but come on, man. There was no cars on the road.
You going to
I
jail.
wasn't even rushing. This is the part that killed me. I wasn't even in a rush.
Doesn't matter.
But I was like, this is stupid. Why am I going to slow down for this light? I'm about to just roll through it.
You better slow down.
What was crazy, before they already knows where this is going, it was weird. I really didn't see the cop. I saw a car awkwardly like positioned in the gas station from like my peripheral view. You know
was a
what
cop.
I mean?
That was
So,
a cop.
so that was the flag that should have went off. That's like, okay, this is a cop.
That was
But it
actually
didn't
a
go off.
That should let you know that it was gonna be a rap.
This is your conscience. that was a cop.
I'm like, yo,
There's a
what
police
is-
officer on the other side of the road.
So immediately, blue lights. I hate seeing those blue lights, man. And you cars with the blue lights, cut it out, man. Like, get some different colors.
They don't
And you
care.
guys, what's the cars they be riding around in that look like the cop cars? Like, cut it out, man.
Crown
like, you know
Vics
what I
that
mean?
they
Like
bought
the
from
Crown
the
Vics.
auction.
Crown Vics.
Oh, I can't stand
up
it.
next to you.
You seen the ones that
Hell
have like
yeah.
the little visors, like in their side view? It looks just like the cop. I'm like, why would you be riding? Well, it's actually kind of genius.
They're old cop cars. Actually, is what
If
they
you're
are.
a trap, if you're doing stuff, you know what I mean? Like, that's actually kind of genius.
It's
But
not genius. I hate
You ever
people
ride
like
with Swim and he smoking the vape and that blue light just highlight the whole car?
Yo, word! I don't even know if I've ever said that out loud, but I'll be thinking it every time.
I be
too.
looking everywhere.
My heart be
Every
like,
time he inhales, I'm like, oh shit. Like, I didn't do nothing though.
yo,
So it's my fault.
My heart.
So
be like,
I got to ride with this nigga. Now you don't put this in my head.
and
I'm like, yo, my nigga, can you not do that right now?
I be thinking, yo, like, can you get the red vape? Yeah, I be thinking the same
red
thing,
too,
but like,
nigga, yo, get some don't light up shit.
Get pink.
I'm
like,
s-
get something else.
Get
I'm
some
super
clear,
like
nigga.
sensitive to like the
gotta
radar
ride with
usually, but this guy, man, yo, he pulled me over and it was like black cop. I mean, that's one thing I like about my area, like growing up in Stone Mountain. It's like most of the police force is black, so in that sense, I don't feel as threatened if I'm out in Gwinnett or one of these other places. Like, you
I
know,
don't
it's a
know.
little different.
I don't know either,
I
dog.
don't know. Some of them black cops.
I mean, and not to
I'm
say,
telling
I
you,
mean,
sometimes the white cops be the ones that be the coolest
they be
ones. They be like,
like,
yo, they be
Like,
kind of
hey,
chill.
Hey, you ain't gotta hit them like that.
I've had some white cops that just been like, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a ticket. All right, but look,
no, but when you
just slow down.
Slow down, buddy.
Just slow down.
Slow down.
When
right?
you
But
see
I'm gonna
their
let you go.
eyes,
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna give you a warning.
Give you a little warning.
You know, but just go ahead.
I like your name.
Yeah, just go ahead. All right, don't worry about it.
How do you say your name? However you want to say it right now, officer. I don't give a fuck.
However, that doesn't get me shot, officer. I don't give a fuck.
I'm always
Fondue?
worried, like, I'm like, yo.
I be like, yeah.
I'm always worried, like big brown male, they pull me over, they see my name. I got like a super Anglo-Saxon name. They think everything is fake. Like they think like my ID's not real. They're like, your name's not Peter. Like there's no way.
There's no Peters.
Bruh.
Open and shut case
Bro,
Johnson.
this man told me that's not my real name. I was like, he's like, license of registration. I gave him a license. He was like, what kind of shit is this? What is this?
That's not your name.
Food day? I was like, actually,
You a foodie?
I like it's actually food day. If you just you say today and take the T off, put an L. Boy, who named you that? I was like, actually, it was my mom.
Yeah,
It's
a legitimate
just,
name.
I like it's just an African name. You ain't got to worry about it too much. Not many. I ain't seen this name around here the long part of time. All right, I'm gonna go check it out. you gonna check out, nigga? It's only one of me here, nigga. Just go ahead and just run it.
Bring it back to the point. So this cop that pulls me over, he's black. I'm like, I'm Gucci. Right?
You don't tell a cop I'm Gucci.
I didn't say it out loud, but you know, I did the icon.
Don't
I'm
let
like,
it scare
okay,
me.
we're
You're
good,
never
right?
Gucci.
Like, I'm like, all right, my bad. I rolled through this
Oh,
light.
you said you said it in your mind and you looked at him?
I mean, like it's supposed to be a code. Like I'm like, come on, like you're black, okay, like.
No. Oh, so you thought you was good? You thought you was ghosting this motherfucker?
Not just because of that, but I was
who
like,
I am, nigga.
I didn't think he was really gonna give me a ticket, yo. I gotta remember because I want to tell y'all to be careful in this little city limit thing, man.
I think it's Pike City. I think it's Pike. I think it's Pike.
There's another name for it though too, but it's literally its own city.
Yeah,
like,
but it's small as hell. It's like a strip.
Like a strip.
Yeah.
You go there, and so anyways, like, so I'm like there, and I'm like, I'm not even in a rush. Actually, I was going that way because ironically, I was with my girl. We were eating at some like vegetarian soul food place off of Ponce, and
if you eat meat, you want to go through that.
Yo, this is the price you pay for trying to eat healthy.
I'm
like,
I'm
trying
healthy
to live
and shit.
good.
Get this goddamn ticket,
And
nigga.
I don't know. I think I left something over there, and I had to go back and look for it, or it was crazy. So I'm like, I'm not in a rush, but like I'm just anxious. So I'm like, I'm not about to stop for this light. So that was my bad, right? So I get pulled over. So I'm like, this guy really, he could have let me go. I know you're a cop, but it's not like. There's no cars. This is like in the morning, like 9 o'clock in the morning. Like there's no cars. I'm like,
bored.
Who cares, right? But I'm like, I get it. You got to meet your quota. So he's like, he
bored.
pulls up and he's like,
hell yeah.
I knew it was gonna be an issue when like he took mad long. Like he was in his car for like mad long. I'm like, yo, now I'm about to be late.
Yo, I swear, when they be in the car, they don't be checking shit. They be on the phone, checking texts and
I'm
answering.
like,
Hell
yo,
yeah.
what
They
is
don't be paying
going
us
on
no
right
mind.
now? Like
Yeah.
I'm like,
They
he's
come
bringing
whenever
up.
they feel like it. Like, all right, you
Jerking
good.
off to your picture.
Like, officer, that was in the.
Yo.
He's like,
Yo.
Peter.
This is a
Fuck
nice
yeah.
ID. Oh
It's
my
a
god.
nice one, Peter.
Oh, that's nasty. God, nasty.
I think don't give a fuck, son.
I don't know how they respond to that.
I was like,
I'm telling you.
All they respond is that I love going to court though.
You gotta.
Have you ever been to court?
Yeah, I've been to court.
It's the most funniest shit in the world.
For like tickets?
No,
Yeah,
no,
I've been
just
to-
to hear people's stories.
Oh, I've heard some shit.
You ever see people
Oh,
like
my
when you
gosh.
go to court be their own lawyer?
Of course.
Bruh,
That is hilarious.
when I say if you ever just
My
have
first
a day
ticket,
off,
I had to go to court.
bruh, if you have a day off and you just want
Whack.
to laugh at some shit, just go to
You
court.
ever afford a ticket and had to be your own lawyer?
I have.
Well, I mean,
I
and-
fought a ticket
No,
too.
no, no, no. I mean, I wasn't my own
I'm
lawyer.
fif-
There was
I'm-
like a
I'm 50%.
general defendant guy, and he
I've
was
only
going
done
up
it
for
once.
everybody. Like it was
2 for
crazy
2.
because like it was weird.
You went on a good day because I ain't never had that shit.
Nah, it was like he wasn't really he wasn't defending, but it was like he kind of like would talk to the judge. Like he was like the middleman.
I guess I'm 1 for 1. I only went once.
Man,
Yeah, I'm
it was
2 for 2.
like it was crazy, man. I went up there. It was my first ticket, but let me just finish this last little tidbit. So he gives me the ticket, and I'm like, "Yo, why are you doing this to me? Like,
Because you ran a red light.
Yeah, nigga, you broke the law, nigga.
I didn't really. It was like it's questionable. Like I went through when I went through it, it was yellow. Anything that happened after that is none of my concern, right? Like I went through it when I saw it, it was yellow. So whatever you saw, I mean. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
There's
Our
no
colors,
argument in that.
my color game is different. You know what I mean? So, anyways,
It's
like,
only 3 colors.
he gave, he gave me the ticket.
It's never a palette of stock.
Yo, that ticket was like 400. I'm not even trying to exaggerate. That ticket was so expensive.
Yeah, the tickets in DeKalb County are
That
astronomical.
That ticket was like a paycheck.
Yeah, the tickets in DeKalb County are
It's
astronomical.
only 3 colors on that shit.
The niggas, I don't know what color it was. It was fuchsia, nigga.
Only three.
That nigga said when I passed it was a fuchsia color. I don't know what that
I'm like, yo, officer, I'm innocent. And the thing is, like, yo, when you in that situation, what do you do? When you innocent, what do you do? Like, because it's just their word against yours. You know what I mean?
you
And it's either you pay the ticket or you're gonna go fight it in court, hoping they don't show up. But that's
Oh, they show up.
They
now.
gonna,
Did you
they,
fight
yeah,
it?
they
They
gonna
show
be
up
there.
now.
Did you fight it? Or you
I
paid
didn't
it?
fight it because I knew he was like one of them kind of
He
like, I'm
showed
like,
up.
he's gonna be there. He's
Wait,
gonna
no.
be there.
When he
same-
showed up, Peter said, "Nah, never mind."
I tell you, real quick,
good.
the exact same
When do I
scenario.
sign?
I tell you,
And
the
niggas in the
exact
back
same
row, I
thing
can't
happened to
wait
me
to see
coming
you
from
there
the
again.
gym
Yeah.
at 5:30 in the morning. I went to the gym dumb early. Fucking took a yellow light, made a left on Covington.
Yeah.
Cop came, pulled me over in the neighborhood. He came out, young white cop. He came out. He's like, "Sir, you know you took a red light back there." I was like, "No, I didn't." I was like, "I did not. I took a yellow light. I went through a yellow light. Wasn't fuchsia. went through a goddamn yellow light.
Yeah.
He's like, no, sir, I was there and I saw it. He was like, and he went, took my license, came back, was like, I'm gonna give you the ticket. I was like, I'm not signing it.
No, you don't have to sign it.
You don't have to. I was like, I'm not signing it. Signing it is an admission of guilt. I am not guilty. I did not take a yellow light. And then
they be trying
Nah,
to
but
play
then-
you. Like, so signing it don't mean nothing. It just lets them know
that's
that
exactly
I
what
gave
he-
you a ticket. Like,
that's
you
ex-
shut the fuck up.
That's
nigga.
exactly what he said, right? So he's like
Yeah.
trying to plead with me. Young nigga might have been like 24. And I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm like, you only
virgin
pulling
ass.
me over. And
Got a gun,
I played the race
No,
card
no, no.
hard as fuck.
Hey, put your hands up.
has a gun.
Yeah.
Keep your hands up.
I played the
You can
race
talk all the
card
shit you want
hard
to.
as fuck. I said, you only doing this because I'm a black man.
Ooh. How did
This,
that
this
go?
was in the height of like Michael
Trayvon,
Brown and all that shit.
Oh,
I was like, you only
shit.
doing this because I'm a black man. It's all right though. I'm still not signing it. He's like, you think I'm doing this because you're black? He looked like scared. You
Yes.
think I'm doing this because you're black? And I was like, yeah, I think you're doing this because I'm black. I'm like, I didn't take the light, officer. I'm not signing it. This one I knew he was scared. He said, look, just sign a ticket. I'm not gonna show up to court. That's what he told me. Dead ass. Dead ass. He told me that. He said, I'm not gonna show up. If you sign it. Just go to court. I'm not gonna show up. Dead ass. I went to court. The nigga never showed up. They were like dismissed.
You
And
got
I mean, he
lucky.
was a rookie, obviously.
Yo,
but then it's
I
like,
looked
yo,
at
that's
the judge.
crazy.
I looked at the judge. and was
Super
like,
lucked up.
Listen, Adrian,
Walked away with the good
no,
posture.
I got pulled over when we used to stay in apartments off Panola. So the MARTA bus, I was going to work at 5 a.m. I pulled in front of the MARTA bus because I have to get around the MARTA bus. 'cause they
egregious
parked by
time
the
to be up
apartment
in the
thing.
morning.
So you know what I mean? I get to the top of the hill. Whoop whoop. What the fuck the hell going on? Do you know how fast you were going? Nigga, the speed limit. Why are you pulling me over? That's what got me the ticket right there. Because I talk shit.
You talk shit.
Because I talk shit. That what got me the thing. But when I got to court, I made the judge laugh. He dismissed my case.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. It's funny.
Listen, you either got to be super honest and sincere,
Yeah.
or make them laugh
Make
like
him
a
laugh
motherfucker.
like shit. And
They'll throw all that shit
and,
away.
and the judge was like, he was like, Mr. Canoe, they said you ran around the MARTA bus to get onto the parallel street. I said, Your Honor, if the bus is parked, where the hell
What am I supposed to do?
And then I said, plus, Your Honor, shit, he ran around the goddamn bus to catch me. He was like, well, he had to. I was like, well, sir, if I had to get around the bus because it was parked, the bus was parked, correct? He was like, yeah. I said, you can ask him. He ran around the bus to catch me because it was parked. He was like, yes. I like, so what wrong did I do? If the MARTA bus is parked because he go across the street to go play his lottery tickets or whatever the hell he did, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. It's plenty of shit that I like to be doing 5 o'clock in the morning. I said, y'all look at me. I'm a young black man. Do you think I'm going to get up 5 o'clock in the morning and go to work? I'm actually going to work.
So run around the bus.
To go around the bus.
Right.
I said, do you think I just woke up and was like, yes, bus 1069 is parked. I'm going around it today.
Going around
bus
that
is on
bitch
time today.
All time today, I got to go around it.
Let me rev the engine one time.
Exactly.
Fuck out of here.
So once I painted the picture for him, he was like, that's funny as shit. You need to write that down. Case dismissed. Let me out the door.
Easy.
2 for 2.
Yeah. And then
Well,
when I walked out, I pointed to the cop. I told this fucker, I said, this shit ain't right. I pointed dead at his ass. I said, nigga, that's what you get. You
Tipped his hat.
yeah. Nah, it's your plate, Johnson.
Open and shut case, Johnson.
Well, I pled Nolo my first when I went to court.
Everybody, please Nolo they first
I was
time in
like,
court.
Every fucking
Everybody.
Everybody.
They gonna
like,
use
yo,
that
You
shit.
never know what to do. You're like, fuck it.
I did
No
the
low,
Harlem
nigga.
Shake. I was like,
might as well
no.
You might as well call that shit YOLO, nigga. You're on a YOLO.
Yo, you ever seen
like-
people faces when they tell them like you already used your Nolo, you can't use it
Yeah, you
again?
can't do it for 5 years. You
Yo,
use it
Nolo
once, you gotta wait 5
Contandre,
years.
You ever
baby.
seen those faces though?
This
Yeah,
shit
like,
Nolo
it's magical.
Contandre.
Like
Yeah.
It's magical. What?
what?
I can't
When was
use
this?
it.
Wait, when was the last time I used it?
I didn't use it.
Like, yeah, use it last week, sir.
No.
Is it? But it's for a different case.
Right.
Bruh, I'm not gonna lie. Court is the most funniest place
Yo,
in the
that
fucking
should be
world.
hilarious.
Bruh,
some
everybody
crazy
is
things that day,
goddamn
too.
innocent in court. They was like, what? Listen, I did not steal anything. How that turkey and them ribs got in my baby stroller, I do not know. But I didn't put them there. I'm telling anybody, you just have a day off and you just want to look at some funny shit. Just go to court. What, Your Honor?
He ain't even lying, man.
Listen.
I seen the kid in there, man. He was locked up. Like, I guess he didn't have bail or something, and they brought him out, and he had to go right back in there. Like, and it was like such a small amount to pay. It was like, I don't know, maybe a little over $100 or something like that.
You don't got it, you're fucked. There's
And
nothing
it
you
was
can do.
like,
They're gonna keep you in
going
there.
right back in. I was like, word.
You almost be like, yo,
I'm
no, officer, I paid for him. I paid. I paid.
yeah.
No, everybody for themselves. Fuck that shit.
In court? Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm not associated with him. So you come back in there. Oh, so you and
I don't
Jimmy are
even-
back at it
yeah,
again, huh?
I don't even want to pay my ticket. You think I'm about to volunteer your shit? Fuck out of
That shit.
here.
I'm out of here.
Nolo Contandre, baby.
Yeah, well, so much for charity,
You ever
guys.
seen the niggas that be having attitudes with the judge?
Oh, I love that,
That
shit.
should be
Oh, my
hilarious.
God.
He's
Yo,
going to
it
jail.
be,
It's the
and then-
stupidest shit in the world.
And then it be also the toughest niggas that have the nicest attitudes.
Of course, because they
So-
smart.
so
You
they
gotta
be-
play
yo,
the game.
But it's crazy because they be in there talking to like the public defender or whoever. be like,
Yeah.
Yo, I ain't signing shit.
Yeah, I ain't doing none of that.
I ain't doing none of that shit.
Nah, I mean,
As soon as
Charles-
they get to the mic,
Charles
they
Johnson, step up.
Your Honor, how you doing today? By the way,
How you doing, sir? God bless America.
I just like to say that
I'd like to say the
I
Christian
didn't
that
do
I was
it,
born
and
in.
I'm a hardworking man.
That is my grandmama over there.
Oh no! What about the ones that bring it? It's my daughter here. I'm just trying to provide.
It's
Lost
not
my
even your
job,
kid.
y'all.
Yeah,
It's
kind of like
White lady just grabs her kid closer, like, oh.
Yeah. Sir, I'm just wanting to let you know
I just want
my
to know.
daughter.
You know that lady that's in
hungry.
the front that's typing? Is she really fucking typing?
It look like they didn't do this.
Yeah,
It look like they all doing
yeah.
the same
Doing
shit.
that shit.
But they are stenographers. They make a
Yeah.
good
Yo,
amount of
you know what they
money.
be doing, nigga? I be seeing it. I see it in their eyes. Nigga, they type, he is bullshitting 100 times. He bullshitting. He bullshitting.
It's bullshit.
Nigga,
That nigga is
everything they type was Gayle King face for the R.
Yeah.
Kelly interview. He bullshit. That's
He
a lie.
I'm not gonna lie.
Guilty.
I made mine laugh. That was funny. I was like, she fucking know it. She laughed. She wrote LOL on that bitch. She snickered. I got away. Case closed, Johnson.
Case closed, Johnson.
I'm out of it.
Nolo Contandre,
You
No,
ever
no,
wonder-
Contandre.
I can't remember. What's their names? The one that be
The typing?
It's stenographers.
stenographers. You ever think that they get lost and just be typing their own shit at times?
Hell yeah, it just be like FGFB, GHW.
I'd be like, they'd be like, so Your Honor, I was making a left and I gotta get chicken.
Hell yeah. The hip, the hop, the hip, the hip, the hip, hop. You don't stop.
I gotta get
Rock
one.
it,
Oh,
bang,
shoes.
bang, bang,
Oh,
the up,
shit, this
jump,
nigga
the
fighting.
bump, the
Oh shit, never
The
mind.
niggas are reading back like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, scratch that. Dot. Back to the
Nigga,
case.
is this a fucking like is this your grocery list? Sorry, Your Honor.
Yeah, you ever think like
Bro, how do you get into that
who really
profession?
reads that shit back?
I don't know why
No.
they do it.
Yeah.
Who
Well, they
reads
gotta
it?
make sure they
Well,
got
they gotta have
transcripts.
it.
Yeah,
It's
they
a
gotta have
support
transcripts.
document.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
have.
But
They have
they
to
gotta
have
have
the
that paper
Like,
transcript.
how do you wake up one day and be like, you know what?
I want to type for the rest
I
of my
want to
life.
type for the rest of my
Like,
life.
yo, that's
You gotta be
'Cause they
really
get
good
paid a
at it.
good
Yeah,
amount of
yeah,
money,
you
and
get
you gotta
paid.
go to school to
listen,
learn how to
well
do
for
it.
that, yeah.
That's a good joke. Do what's the name of the damn thing again?
Stenographers.
Stenographers.
Does
Yeah.
stenographer get tired of texting?
Do they get what?
Do they get-
Do they get tired of texting?
Nigga,
would imagine
you
so.
text me one more time. I text at work all day long, and you come text me this shit. Call me.
You know, man. You know, all I do at work is type. Don't be typing me no fucking message.
For real.
I am not reading that
Do
shit.
they get tired?
That's a fact.
Call me.
Or do you piss off and start with just typing K?
I hate that shit.
I hate that shit. Too.
I hate it with it. Nigga, you do it too.
I never
Get
never
the fuck
liked.
out. I will backstroke. I will backstroke.
Pull it up.
On these
Pull it up.
motherfucking texts.
I've never
Yo,
in life
I'm on the
done
way.
it in life.
Lowercase
in life.
K.
Never life. Never
Like,
life.
who
I
made-
don't, but see, I don't even like okay, because okay makes me feel like you
I'm
trying to
done- I
say
do
you're
okay.
trying to say I'm bullshit, right?
No,
Like
I'm
when you
just
say
saying,
okay,
like what the fuck else you want me to say,
But I-
nigga? Yo, I'm coming over. Okay, like the fuck you want me to tell you after that? Great to see you, Johnson.
They want a paragraph.
Like,
I
I
just
got
feel like
that
It's
shit,
always
dog.
splendid. It's always splendid to have a company come over.
always-
Who the fuck got time for that?
I take
nonsense,
everything
dog?
negative. Even if you say cool, I feel like when I read cool, I feel like you're really not cool. Like you just like, all right, cool,
Yo,
whatever.
it's crazy. Like, sometimes I'll read texts and a whole bunch of different, like, emotions or attitude, just to see which one might be like. When me and wifey be at it, she be saying, "Yeah, okay." I'll be like, "Was it yeah okay? Or, yeah, okay.
I think
Yeah,
I'm
whatever, nigga."
Yeah, no, yo, that's a fact.
Yo,
like,
I think I'm the only one that adds an accent when I be reading my text message. So okay, okay.
No, it's funny. When I read a text, I'll try to read it in the accent of whoever sent it to me.
Right, I put their voice on it.
Yeah, I hear
Oh,
that
yeah,
voice
the
too.
voice would be in my
I hear
head.
that voice too.
But
I
some
hear that
people
voice
don't
too.
text like how they actually talk in real life. That's the thing that be like throwing me off. It's like, all right, like way you text is like mad dry. Like, can you put some life in it? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
That's
it's
how
like,
my brother texts. That's how Cop texts.
I
It'd be
don't
the
know.
driest shit. It'd be like, yo, bro, I got some great news. He'd be like, K. I'm like, okay, all right, but this thing happened. And nigga, I want $1 million. He'd be like, yo, cool.
That's it.
Is that it? I'd be like
Yeah.
dot. Like, okay,
Yo,
like,
you
are you
ever
gonna?
send a
Yeah.
message and you got them little 3 dots that be highlighted?
I hate the
and
dots,
you be waiting
yo.
forever. Like, I
Yeah.
ain't about to respond right now.
Nah.
Nah, this shit never comes up.
That shit
Never
never
comes
come
It's a
up.
goof. It's a goof.
But nah,
nigga.
my thing too
I'm
is
horrible
like,
at
yo,
text messages.
Gotcha.
I'm horrible.
when
Huh?
people be like,
I'm horrible at text messages.
okay,
At-
dot.
typing text.
I'm horrible at it. Like you might text me at like 10 a.m. I might respond to you like 1 o'clock.
Oh man, you one
I'm
of those?
horrible. Cause I'm not a texter. I rather you call me.
See, I only do that when I'm faking it. Like, if I text you and you take 3 hours to text me back, I'm gonna take 4 hours to text you back.
I'm probably the only.
But it's not because I really didn't want to text you back sooner. It's just
No,
because
I
I'm
be
like,
doing
oh, that's the
other
game
shit.
we're playing. All right.
Right.
My text ain't important. Fuck you then.
But
I'm gonna text you
I'm
back
probably
tomorrow.
The only guy that still likes voicemail.
You are. I don't like voicemails at all.
Yeah.
I don't
hate
check
them
my
shits.
voicemails. I'm horrible.
I love
with that.
voicemail. I love voicemail.
Because I always assume it's bad.
I never fucking leave.
I'm like,
nah,
always-
that's not true. I leave voicemails, depending what it is.
But
If
I'm
it's
saying,
yeah, it depends. Rarely though. Like
I
these days.
automatically
you know
leave a
what I mean?
voicemail. I like, yo, this is 4 day. I remember you said you want to do something. Hit me up so I can get an answer. That's it. So then you don't have to even call me. You can just answer.
I'm trying to think when I
You just
stopped
should've
leaving
texted me.
voicemails. I don't know if it was for you, Uncle, one of my homies, one of my best friends, my homie Ray. I think I don't know if I called this guy and I left him a voicemail. And it was like, I'm thinking like, yo, he's going to love this voicemail. It's so funny. It's got so much depth to it. Like, this is great. I leave the voicemail. And I was like, yo, did you hear the voicemail? He hit me back like a week later. And I'm like, you heard the voicemail?
Nah, I deleted it though.
It was like, yo, nah, I never listened to
I deleted the fuck out of your voicemail,
I
dog.
don't know what the fuck.
I was like, yo, you never listened to the voicemail? Are you kidding me? Like, yo,
I put so much effort into it.
I'll be
I
the
put my
ass. What'd you
soul
say?
into that voicemail.
Like, yo, I use
What'd you
mad
say?
big words in that shit.
Yo, it's mad SAT
I was in my
word.
I did it
professional
for
bag.
I did it for you,
I know my
son. I thought
vocabulary
you was
was
gonna
mad
love
professional.
it, and you never even listened to it.
All right, fellas, here we go. Last question of the night.
All right. There you go.
How old were you the first time you ate pussy?
14.
God damn, you a savage. This nigga's a savage. I was 16. What'd you think of it the first time you did it?
Overrated.
Well, how old were you? How old were you for that?
I'm probably like 13, 14.
We had this discussion before.
Have we?
I feel like we have when we were talking about the hand jobs and everything.
Nah, hand jobs are different.
Nah,
They don't
hand
like
jobs
hand
is
jobs.
Yeah, I don't like hand jobs.
No, but
I mean, to me, all right. I didn't really
reaction
get.
is exactly the same.
I didn't really get good at eating pussy until some dyke showed me how to eat pussy.
Oh my God! But when was the first time you did it? You were 13?
Probably like 13, 14.
What about you, Neff?
I plead the fifth. I don't even remember. To be
Oh,
honest.
you can't plead the fifth here. Sonik Gemz.
Yeah, how do you plead the fifth on your first experience?
See, I'm not good. I'm literally. I'm not even.
When's the first time you ride a bike? I plead the fifth. Don't take me
No
in.
idea.
I
You
didn't
know,
know.
you know what's crazy? Actually, the first time was with my ex, my girlfriend. You know, it was like it was actually kind of crazy because before that, it was like I never really liked the idea of it. Like
Don't
like,
go around the juicy stuff.
Nigga,
When was
just
it?
what the how old were you, nigga? Is what
Was it
we're
juicy?
asking.
I was probably like 18. 18,
Look,
19.
man.
Jesus Christ.
Dr. Peter Park is beating around the bush. No pun intended.
I got
real.
some things. My lawyer said I can't talk about it. So, you know what I mean? Nah, I mean, on the reals, like, that was, like, it was my girlfriend. And it was kind of cool because she had never, you know,
Never.
I'm trying to think of the really classy way to say this. Like, she never
There's no
really.
classiness in this.
No one ever ate her pussy before. You were the first one to eat her pussy. You're the first one.
Yeah.
So
You were the first
y'all
one.
both was first.
But we
yeah.
were both the first for each other in that sense.
Okay, well
so
then
I
good.
was like,
Did you
cool.
know,
Like,
know
this
what
is
y'all was
dope.
doing?
And you know what?
Nope.
I was in the zone though.
He
right?
licked that
like,
shit
I was,
like a fucking ice
Yo,
cream cone.
I
Nigga.
know.
No. I was.
Like that? My jaw hurt.
I was
good? You good?
You ain't been like the wet
yo,
mustache
this
off. I was like, but here's the thing, right? Like,
This is wetter than my tongue.
I was
Nigga
like, yo,
ate
I
pussy and sneeze.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't you. It was me.
She fuck
But
around
yo,
like that, like, ugh.
it's
Oh my
cool though
God.
because like it wasn't until
that
after
lit?
the fact.
That
Like
tickled.
she was like,
Is that lit?
she didn't even believe me. She was like, yo, this is my first time. And I was like, you're the first, you know what I mean? I told her. And she was like, wow, like I wouldn't have known, you know what I mean? Because it was obviously her first time. I don't think it was bad. I'm pretty sure it was the best of all time.
Well, it was the
And
first
If
time.
it was her first time, then yeah.
No, but
Yeah, it was the
regardless
best.
of
both,
what
both of y'all got flying colors. Y'all good.
Yeah,
But I think
it was good. It was
Nah,
an
but
A
re-
all the way across the
But
board.
regardless, it would have been the
awkward as
best
fuck
of
in that
all
room. I'm trying
time.
to tell you that right now.
Because I put the schliz in there, you know what I mean?
You
Like
schlizzed it?
I schlizzed
Schlizzed
it.
in there?
I straight schlizzed it. My beard, I was trying to grow my beard out. I went to my barber. He was like,
My
"Yo,
man,
you know, every time you do that,
that's
your
how
beard's
we
gonna
all
grow,
got our
right?"
beards.
Yeah.
So I
Your
told
beard- your
I
beard
told
grew
my
like-
girl that I was like, "Yo, I was like, I gotta grow my beard out, so you know we gotta do this like every day, right?" And she was like, "Oh, that's cool," you know what I mean? And then true enough, like my beard kept growing. My right side used to only connect on the goatee. And then the left side started connecting.
Yeah, you know that gotta be some mom pussy if it connects your goatee.
I was like, yo, every
Niggas
week
in there
I'm
for
going
days.
to the barber.
It's so many jokes. Like I don't even know where they even belong. This nigga slept the right side.
But hey, you had asked how we felt about it earlier.
Yeah, like how do you feel?
You
the
said you
first
were
time?
what, 16?
I was 16 the first time. I did it.
How was your experience? Like, how did that go?
It was kind of dope. Like we took a shower and shit. Like we cut school. Like nigga, I was a cutting school ass
This
nigga.
nigga
like,
made a porno movie.
I
That
know.
nigga-
This nigga
I
said
cut
that.
school.
Scene.
I gotta tell
So
you,
we took
it
a
was a
shower.
movie.
Hey,
It was a
hey.
movie.
We had the dialect was
Hey.
crazy.
Hey,
Bang
you're not
Bros.
doing algebra today. You're not doing algebra today.
Fuck algebra, baby.
Bang
I
Bros.
cut school. It
You
was
want an A,
it was
baby?
it
You want
was
an A? I'm gonna show
movie.
you how to get an A.
It was
Bang
a
Bros.
movie, nigga. We cut school. She cut school. She ain't come to school the whole day.
Oh, y'all went to the same school?
Yeah, of course. We went to the same school. Fuck the call.
Why
Then
would
she
she
could
be
go
at
to
the
another
same
school. She
school?
could go
Nah,
to
some
another
of
high
the-
school.
New
Yeah, 'cause
York,
in
yeah,
New
you
York,
would've
you
went to
could go to
another
another
school.
high school. So another
Oh.
school is like a couple of blocks
Yeah,
down, like not
exactly.
even that
Oh,
far.
okay, all right.
Yeah, it'd be like a couple of blocks, and it's like a whole different high school. There'd be like 12 high schools, like within like a mile radius.
Yeah.
So when we went to the same
No
school.
wonder y'all niggas ain't faithful.
Yeah. So fuck it. Now I am now. Sorry.
I mean, I'm talking about like back then.
Oh yeah,
Back
I was a
then,
young
though.
From
nigga.
high school?
We wasn't
Oh.
shit.
Nigga, you know how many Keishas up there?
Well, no. Well, it's different because in my high school was majority boys. So
What?
naturally, we dated with schools that
The
were
sister school, the
majority
brother
girls.
school, yeah, the sister cut school. It was
So
lit.
you cut school, y'all took a shower, y'all made a movie.
Hold up, it was lit. Hold on, nigga. Damn.
This is all parts you already passed.
I'm just saying.
Listen,
it was
I don't.
lit.
If I'm watching the movie over again, I'm
You fast forwarding?
That nigga
I'm going.
fast
Yeah, I'm
forward.
starting where I
Okay,
left off.
listen,
So
I'm
listen.
sorry. I'm going to rewind.
Listen, just put it like this. If this was a Pornhub video, he done hit that segment at the bottom like blowjob, doggy style. He done,
It's a poem. I'm skipping 15 minute,
It's
15
just all
second
kinda
segments
shit.
like
So,
skip,
so
skip.
he went-
I
he
just
went-
wanna see
he
the
went to
ending.
school,
I don't even care.
He went to school, shower, and bed.
I don't want to see none of this shit. Skip.
Is this right at the
He
end?
automatically
don't want to see no dialogue.
Not
You don't want to see
dialogue.
no
No, I ain't gonna
dialogue.
front. Sometimes I be wanting to see the dialogue.
Nigga, it is a tape.
I be wanting to see the setup. I ain't gonna front
But the
sometimes.
setup was lit. We cut school
Oh, you're
and
such a
shit.
cancer.
She was at the crib.
I'll be that.
Litty, son. It was lit. Cut
Lit.
school, nigga. Went to the crib.
Whose crib?
Her crib. It wasn't gonna be my goddamn crib.
It
You
wasn't
fucking
gonna be my
crazy,
crib.
nigga.
Yo,
My
niggas
mom-
never go to
You
their
want my house, nigga? My mom's is at the crib, nigga. You crazy? My mom
Yo,
would show up
facts.
randomly, my
Mom,
nigga.
yo, mom's back home was over. Yeah, Stay at home
I'm gonna give
moms.
you guys the funniest story.
Yeah,
All right,
go.
this is right after that. Okay, so took a shower and shit. And I was
This
like-
eating pussy story.
I was like, yeah, there's an eating pussy
Okay.
store. So I was like, doing my thing.
These niggas
Doing
do the
my
same
thing.
dance.
What the fuck?
And then when I did it,
These niggas finna morph
I remember when
into,
I did it.
Vegeta
No,
and
but
shit.
they had it on point too.
Yeah,
Like they looked at each other, just felt the vibe.
That was the
That
fucking
nigga
dance.
was like, that nigga was like, fusion.
Oh shit!
Yo,
What the fuck?
I'm telling you, because that's the dance. This is what you gotta do.
So now it's the Haitian dawn.
That's it. Jerusalem Dawn. Jerusalem Dawn, nigga. I don't even know
Nigga,
why I
have
got
been eating pussy
Jerusalem.
wrong this entire time. I gotta
know,
come
man.
into the
Like,
room.
what? I ain't never did this.
That's how I did it, nigga. I was
Girl,
like,
what
oh.
the fuck are you
She
doing?
was like
Look,
ready, and I was like, oh shit.
Yo, H, all right, real quick before you continue in that story, how long have you been doing this dance?
Since 2000.
For real? Since
Yo,
2000?
I dead ass.
Because it seems like a trademark is why I'm asking.
It is. I'm laughing because it's
So,
funny.
so you go upstairs now and close the door. Your wife was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And you do this shit. She's like, "Nigga, I'm tired."
Hey, you know what time it is?
It's different. It's because I went to a club one time. And I
It goes
pulled
this
up.
perfect posture, ass nigga. I mean, I could be no female. This nigga came in the room and did this shit. I be like, nigga, you not getting no pussy tonight. Put your shoulders back and take your
Put your shoulders in your pocket.
Put your shoulders back. You get no pussy tonight, nigga.
You walking like you still got your headphones on? What the fuck are you
Put your
listening
shoulders
to?
in your book bag, nigga. This
Motherfucker
shit's
came in the
over.
room like a transformer and shit.
Like your transformer got a glitch.
I went to a club one time. I
nigga
was
walking like a video
super
game.
schlizzed. I was schlizzed at this club.
Yeah.
When you schlizzed, you think everything you do is fire.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
the
the
truth.
worst.
That's the truth.
You look like a total dickhead, right?
Yeah.
Facts.
So I went up to this girl. She was chilling by the bar.
You did your dance.
And my
walked
homie
up.
was like, she was bad as fuck. My homie was like, yo, I bet you won't go talk to her. I'm like, what?
Drunk as shit. Perfect posture.
That's exactly how
Oh shit! Oh.
What the
Yo, but did you bag?
Yo, deadass. I was, and I said, it's some stupid shit. I was like, stop.
Yo, it had to be Calypso or Soca, someone
of
playing.
course. It was fucking some reggae club.
It had to be, because for that dance to come out, like, yo,
Niggas playing some cool shit.
it still drums is on. Like,
Oh my god, nigga. I look right at him. She's just looking at me. What the fuck is wrong with this nigga, right?
you gotta go to the bathroom or something, nigga?
Girls with her, right? And I didn't give a fuck. And I think she dissed me, and I did some cool.
you got no choice. But
I walked right off. Yo, my dance is cool. Ever since then, I was like, my dance is lit. Fuck niggas.
That's how you know you met wifey when she accept your dance.
Oh yeah.
She's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh,
She
God.
accepted my
She's
dance.
like,
Shout out to Wifey.
Shout out to wifey, dog.
Yo.
Shout out to
oh,
wifey.
God
But that
damn it,
was,
here
I'm
come with
like-
this dance.
You don't imagine to.
he come with this goofy shit.
You gotta pee? Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck he
I don't
doing?
know where the bathroom is.
I'm pointing my index fingers. It's a bunch of goofy shit.
She's like, if I ever have a kid with this nigga, I swear to God, he won't think I'll send that bullshit. What is daddy doing? Don't copy that shit, son.
This shit didn't work. I just like this personality.
Oh, no. He's a good father.
Never mind that, baby.
Never mind that.
He's good hearted at
Yeah,
it.
he's good.
Exactly.
He got a good heart. Your daddy got a good heart.
You want him taking you T-ball practice, you better do that fucking dance.
Lit.
Super
Anyway.
And I ain't gonna
So-
front like. My bad, I keep cutting you off.
No, it's good.
I say because the dance is type cool. I'm not. It just look. Initially, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you gotta go to the
it
bathroom.
works.
Like,
It
what
works
the-
because it's funny.
It is.
They girls think it's
They
funny.
did-
I
So
guess
it's like,
so.
yo, they're like,
Yeah.
oh, what the
No,
fuck? Like, what is
no,
that? You're like, yo,
If he was ugly, they be
I'm
like,
not
nah,
going-
Oh no, if he
Yo.
was ugly,
Yeah, he was ugly. They like,
Nah,
nah,
that
never
won't
that.
work.
Ugly
It won't
niggas can't
work.
pull that.
yeah,
shit.
nah.
Yo,
nah.
even before I knew the origin story, I started doing the same thing. I'm like,
Sap. It works. Like your girls are like, what, nigga? Yo.
I don't even know podcast. I don't even know how to describe this shit to you. You just gotta
Y'all-
watch the podcast.
Y'all gotta watch it when y'all
You just
see
gotta
it.
watch it,
It's
right.
crazy.
I
So
mean-
anyway, my first eating pussy scenario was amazing. It was great. Took a shower. I did it.
Mine was not that magical.
And I was like, this is great.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought. I was like, oh, this is awesome. And she was like, okay. Oh, like, what does that mean?
Okay.
That's the first thing I thought. I was like, okay, well, like, what does that
No,
mean?
Mine was not magical at all.
You gotta like the
and I was like,
aftertaste
it was-
because like there's been
No, 'cause I
other
didn't know what the fuck I was
experiences.
doing.
If you had other
was
experiences
fumbling?
where you know
Yeah,
it
I was,
smells,
I
you
was
can
just down
smell
there
it.
just
Oh.
all over the place.
That's the word.
Oh man,
You can smell it?
it was not magical.
Don't do
No,
it.
Doing
not
this
at all.
For
with
you
my
or
first
her.
sex, it's just like,
For you
know what I
or
mean?
her.
I know you gotta give him the
I mean,
finger
I guess
test.
it's magical for her. For me, I didn't see nothing. It was a task.
See, I was
It
never,
wasn't-
I
it
never
wasn't
had
something
that
like,
like mean,
like, I didn't really-
like to be able to be.
It's
like,
not mean. Like first of all, you gotta get
What do
him.
you say
You
to
gotta
a
get him
girl?
in the moment. So get him in the moment. That's when you pull off your test. Like, all right, now we can move forward.
Nah, but what do you do if you do the test and she fails?
You don't do it.
You don't
You
do
don't
it.
do it. You
Oh,
want-
he
you
did
you
it.
Want, you want, you want,
Hold on.
You felt bad, like.
no, I'm just saying, like, cause you.
Listen.
No, but
A
you
man,
did it.
a man can only hold his breath for so long.
No, but you thinking like I'm talking about she's bad though. Like I'm talking.
I
how
don't
bad
give
it is.
two monkeys dicks.
why they got two dicks? What mutant nigga you?
What type of mutant monkey nigga you?
No,
Yo,
fucking monkey got two dicks.
Let's focus on what's really important.
Hey, I'm just telling you, Flock has the weirdest expressions on Lifetime.
Hell yeah. I don't give two monkey dicks about this whole shit. Like,
Whoa,
nigga,
for
why
real,
does
nigga,
monkey
I
have
don't-
dicks?
I don't
And then
give-
that
I
monkey
don't
that's in the
give-
back.
I don't give a crab's foot, nigga.
What?
That's what I'm saying. I
That's
think he's a
ridiculous.
nigga.
That's
So,
ridiculous.
damn, P. So you was a victim.
Nah, man.
Don't say nah.
Yeah,
And you got
I
that
mean,
face
You
like
better clear it up if you want to
you
get back
fuck-
with
you
it.
stuck-
you got the you got the
was-
damn I ate ass face.
I'm just trying to. No,
stuttering
never
a
that.
lot.
Never that.
You
I'm
sure
just
that's
trying
what you
to-
No,
smell?
wait
You
a
wasn't
minute,
ass.
Wait a minute. All right.
Never.
Uh-oh.
Never.
Uh-oh.
Listen,
Here you
for
go.
the record.
Here you go.
Question.
Here you go.
If your pussy so good, you accidentally slipped up
An ass? Yep.
and licked the ass.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's so close, but I mean, it's not like. I mean, no. I mean, for me, I'm just.
I
Like,
have.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, he's a rookie.
I mean, no. Hold on. Probably, like
Probably.
without knowing it. You know what I mean? But like,
Oh, you know.
You
I'm
know.
saying, are you eating it from
know.
the back? Like, are you eating it from the front? Like, I mean, it
What-
depends.
It don't
you know
matter.
what I
What
mean?
position you
You
in?
in there?
I'm saying like, okay, like you just getting your tear mustache on and everything like that, and I'm like,
mustache.
Tear mustache.
Yo, son, you're making this
on?
worse.
What is that?
This is like, you know what this sounds
I've never
like?
had a tear mustache.
Y'all know what this
What
y'all
is
know-
that?
You guys ever saw the 40-year-old virgin who's like, you ever held some tits like a bag of sand? And they were like, a bag of sand.
Bag of sand.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you a virgin?
Wait a minute.
oh my God, he's a virgin.
Aha!
Okay, guys, you got me. I've never done this before. No, like I'm saying, like, all right, like you in there, all right. Like I'm just trying to imagine what you're saying, and you accidentally. How did you get back there? Like, how did you get to the ass? Like,
Well,
I'm trying to
first of
figure
all,
out.
The
look,
pussy's right there.
You
bro.
just said they so close together.
Yeah,
Right.
they're right there next to each
Yeah,
other.
They
but I'm
right
saying
next to-
like,
they
but
right
if you're
next- my
going,
nigga,
if you're
they are
eating
the
her
best-
out, if she's in
They
doggy
are the
style
best
and
of
you're
neighbors.
eating her out from the back,
Doggy
yeah, I can
style.
see that. You know what I mean? Because you're like the ass, and you know what I mean, the pussy is right there. But I'm saying if you're eating her out, like whatever position, you facing her, like,
Ladies and
she's
gentlemen,
facing.
I'm lost as
This
fuck.
is, I'm lost too.
Hold on, she's
try-
facing you. You're facing her.
We
Like,
need a
her legs
compass.
are open in the air like she giving birth,
We
right?
need a-
You're eating her out. How do you eat her ass on accident?
How do you eat food?
With a fork. But in this case, it's a little different.
All right, let me just put it.
But you open your mouth wide, right?
Right.
Look,
You say-
I can't.
Ah.
Look, I can't help the fact that
Wait a minute.
I got precision with my tongue. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Like,
I have precision with my tongue too.
No,
You know what I'm
they're
saying?
trying.
But
'cause
what I'm saying is, does the girl she's moving along with you while you're eating her out?
I mean, of course, you know what I mean.
Right.
But
so
I'm
she
saying,
can
like,
accidentally slip up.
Jump up too high.
Right.
let me ask y'all this question: have y'all accidentally tasted doodle?
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Wait.
Wait a second.
Is
This
what
whole
we-
conversation went left. This is not what
That
we were
is
talking
not where we
about.
were going with this.
Yeah, we're talking accidentally eating. Like you like.
I guess I must be an alien, but I ain't never accidentally ate no ass unless I wanted to. You know what I mean?
So have you?
Have you?
Nah,
So you've never wanted to?
hell no.
You've never been as
To
curious?
to eat ass? Hell no.
Me neither though. I'm
Some
never
niggas
eaten
is
ass.
freaks like that.
I haven't eaten ass.
Yo, I'm
I'm
mad.
not
We-
saying I'm not looking for it, but it's happened. Like shit. When
Yo,
you in the
just,
midst of,
just for
I've
y'all
flipped up,
to
but I
understand
haven't
who's
like-
listening, y'all.
but I haven't been like, yo,
Yeah, I'm finna eat
let me
this
Just for
tag.
y'all to
Nah, I
understand
don't
who's
know.
listening, first of
But
all, we
it's happened.
shiz. But we got African, Dominican, we got Haitian. So I don't know what type of cultures we talking about right now. I ain't never wanted to eat ass.
Listen,
I don't
No,
really
we're
want
not
to.
saying that
Caribbean
That shit is
culture in
That
general.
shit is really just a
Matter of
man
fact-
shit. That shit got nothing to even do with culture,
Nah, but
race, or nothing.
Jamaicans don't even like eating pussy.
That's bullshit.
That
First
is
of all,
bullshit.
that's all
You
bullshit.
crazy.
No, it's
That's
not.
who
fucking
told you that.
bullshit.
No, it's not.
Nah,
told-
no, no,
I'm
no,
Jamaicans
no.
do not eat the
I'm-
poom
No, 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 no. They
What?
say that.
Them
bullshit.
not eat the poom
Trust
poom.
me, I got too many homegirls that all say that's bullshit.
But I've
off
had this
bat.
universally. Them not eating
Nah, son, fuck
No.
that, dog.
Who told you
Everybody
that?
eating
Listen, I
pussy,
know-
dog.
Every man
Puerto
that
Ricans,
ate
on the
pussy.
other hand, I know y'all be
Nah,
going
It
dog,
there,
don't
man.
matter.
You know what I mean?
Niggas is eating
It's-
pussy.
Everybody's
Some people
eating
just
pussy,
got that
dog.
reputation, you know what I mean?
Nah,
Everybody's eating pussy, dog.
I don't care nobody.
Yeah, it don't matter. There's no race for all that shit. The Jamaicans.
I
don't
feel like
eat
R.
pussy.
Kelly right now.
You trying to fight for my life? Fight for my life. I'm just saying right now.
I'm just saying.
Every guy who eats good pussy
Mhm.
has accidentally slipped up. Has accidentally.
I
did some
disagree
stuff.
for a day. I disagree because I've had the best. You know what I'm
You
saying?
didn't start eating pussy till you was 18.
That don't mean
You
nothing.
late in the
That
game,
don't
dog.
mean nothing. Just because you start early don't mean you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
And I admit, my first time, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing until I got with
No
two
one
guys.
really knows what the fuck they're doing. The
I was a
first time.
G from the womb. You feel me?
Okay, how did you feel the first time you got your dick sucked? The first time you got some head from a girl.
That it
How
was
was
good?
it? Yeah, like the first time like you ever got your dick sucked. Like how was it?
It wasn't compared to when I got my ball sucked for the first time.
That was amazing. Like my first ball suck was like, God
that was
damn.
life-changing.
Oh my God, son. I almost changed religions.
It's just like
This is really.
Yo, as far as that,
she
my
couldn't
first
do no
experience
wrong.
was trash.
for real.
Getting your
She
balls
See,
sucked?
you that's
sucked.
more common though.
What, you talking about sucking dick?
She
Sucking dick or
sucked
suck
no
your
balls.
Oh, for real?
Balls.
She sucked too hard?
She sucked hard.
Like her
nigga.
teeth was in there.
This
Bro, it's like, yo, I feel like I just shaved.
his fucking ass.
No, it's like, yeah, like you sucking a lollipop.
I
Like,
feel like I
bitch.
nicked myself.
I wanted to punch her. Like she was down, I wanted to punch her.
I feel
Like, yo,
bad
this is
for
not
you.
how it's supposed to feel.
It wasn't.
My shit
it
was
wasn't.
magical.
First time I got it done too, it was kind of great.
It was magical.
I didn't even know. I wasn't
Bro,
even expecting
my big
it.
toe would like separate. Like my shit went.
I didn't
Caught a
get
cramp in
get
it?
that.
Did you
Yeah.
catch the cramp though?
I didn't
I
get the
almost
good
did.
version till like 2-3 years
Yeah,
later.
catch the cramp.
Because after that first time, I didn't want to do it again. I was like, nah, if this is what it is, no, fuck that.
But was your first head experience great?
First head experience was immaculate. Yes,
Mine was cool.
I will.
I think it was
say-
her first time doing it, so
Okay.
it was kind of like,
A lot of teeth.
Mine was immaculate.
See?
I'm not gonna.
oh my.
I've
bro.
never did.
There's a lot of teeth.
It was a super amount of teeth.
Yeah.
I was sitting there. Like,
Ah,
it's like just grating cheese.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are you
Ow.
doing?
And then plus, I was young, so she kept on looking up. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Stop.
No, see, I was getting
Look
taught.
away.
Yeah, no, it's
I was
a
getting
bit-
taught.
You know, we're
I'm
talking about
saying
some girl
yeah.
sucking your dick.
Yeah.
Me and Flock had
Who
the
was
same
teaching you
kinda,
what?
You know what I
No,
mean?
was getting
I
taught.
was these. For my first time, she was experienced, so I was getting taught on how everything.
Oh,
was
she was
supposed to
teaching
feel.
you. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she was teaching me how it was supposed to feel, what to do. The same thing with eating pussy and fucking. Like she was teaching me
Oh
the
yeah.
ropes.
I got taught by an older woman.
Yeah, facts.
She was.
Older woman,
Yeah.
first time, every time.
Yeah.
Damn.
She was the real thing.
I ain't having older chick until like way later in life. Like later, I was in my super early 20s.
They
Like
don't want nothing.
like way
They
early.
just want
I
the-
feel
Before
like it
wifey.
depends on the environment too. Like if you like down
Way before
south, like
wifey.
you probably got more luck with like older women.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I mean?
don't know. I mean, I guess so.
Is that molestation?
Back then it wasn't. I don't see women getting.
I don't
roughed
see.
up.
I don't see like any 14-year-old boy be like, "Ooh, she did this." Like, nah, that wasn't happening.
True.
Yeah.
But she was horny as shit back then.
My
Like-
God.
Well, you at a point where you're learning all this stuff for the
Right.
first time.
You
You're learning
are-
about
you
your
are
body.
oozing.
You excited about it, and somebody's willing to give you everything that you want. Like,
ain't gonna teach you.
ain't gonna
Take
teach
it.
you. Like, shit.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's just different, right? Cause
Hey, Miss Parker.
Quickest nut you ever had? How long it
first time.
take?
The first time.
30 seconds.
Probably
I don't
shit.
know about that
Probably.
that
I don't
long.
even remember.
That was
It was
generous.
quick though, nigga. that was generous.
Like,
Well, I'm an overthinker, so I'm like, oh, this shit feel good.
yeah.
Wait a minute, it's supposed to feel like this? Is that a wall?
Wait, what's
Oh, that was crazy.
I
Wait a
can
minute.
see-
What's going on?
Sensation.
Something is happening.
I'm
Wait
gone.
a minute.
I know that's like the common experience, but
35.
I feel like an alien, man, because I never had that. I never was quick, like, ever. Because I think like I
This is
had
your first time?
Yeah, because I think I had experiences like at a really super young age. So like for me, I was already like super like.
What's super young?
He's a beaten off professional by that time. He was like,
20.
Nah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Your
yeah.
first time eating was at 18. I got.
Yeah, that was my first time eating, but not other things. But I feel like in terms of like just knowing your body and stuff like that, I don't know. Like I don't really know the scientific reason behind why, but I've never been quick like ever.
Yourself doesn't count.
Well, I mean, it factors in though because it's like that's what
Not at
when you
all.
get in a
No.
situation. No, I'm
Not
just
your
gonna
first
I'm gonna
time.
bust it down
Is
for
it?
y'all. So like because listen to this,
Okay.
when you're in you're in your amateur phase or your first situations or whatever,
Well,
like
how old are you first?
super young, like 8. You know what I mean?
You were
But, like,
jacking off at 8?
well, I mean, I'm gonna put it like this, right? So like for
Nigga
me,
had his hand in his diapers.
Wait a minute.
I was first of all, like
This
I
nigga
had
Pulled the Al Bundy at 8.
man, I can even.
that's
Unfortunately,
a horrible bad habit that I picked
unfortunate-
up too. I ain't gonna even say
unfortunately,
no names, man.
unfortunately, I can top that.
You was jacking off before
No, not
that?
even jacking off. My first like sexual experience was like 6 years old.
Yeah.
6?
Dead ass on life.
What?
The girl who lived 1428 North Street Avenue.
You was a
Brooklyn, New
baby.
York.
Nigga remember the address. You know that shit was good.
Everyone lived at my house. My dad had his 90th party. Like everyone went through this fucking house. It was the hub for like immigrants.
I'm saying, though, at
The girl who
6?
lived upstairs
That's not
was
even
also
that
6 years
early.
old.
Like think about now.
She was
early
also
as
6
shit.
think about
on
today's
life.
kids, man.
She
Like
was
Nah.
6'2",
these kids are already.
and she came downstairs one day
yeah.
and like just pulled my dick out of my pants. I was
6?
6 years old
At
on
6?
life
Was your dick hard?
as a motherfucker. I have no idea why, but this was what was happening, and I didn't know why she knew what to do. I don't know if she caught her parents or some shit.
Yeah.
And she just like,
It's amazing.
That's crazy.
I was
and she
not
on
insane.
life.
I wasn't even thinking of that shit.
At 6 years
See,
old,
that's
I was
where I'm-
still in
on
Hot
life,
Wheels and
she
I'm
lifted
red
her
light,
leg, Sonic Gems. She lifted her leg
On
and
Sonic
pushed
Gems,
my
baby.
dick inside of her at 6 years old.
But see, here's the thing,
At
right?
6, I
Yeah.
was 6.
That's rape.
It was rape, but it was
Oh,
amazing. And it was 6. Let me just tell you, and I was 6.
was it amazing?
No, I'm gonna
I
tell
know,
you.
was
I'm gonna
it?
tell you why it was so funny. I'm thinking about it now. I'd kill my son if it was my son, but like it was so funny because now that I look back at it, the first thing I did was grab her ass, and I didn't know why I knew how to do that. I was like,
instinctual. Imagine
the first thing I
getting a
did.
girl pregnant
6
at 6
years
years old, if that's possible.
Nah, son, you had no nut.
Nah,
you
you
ain't got
had
no
no
nut.
nut.
You ain't got no nut.
Nah,
at
but
6
here's
years
my
old.
thing, right? Like I feel
was
like
6.
so like
Sorry,
with
Sonic
the early
Gems, it's a
experiences,
fact, though.
I remember my peers like in
Yeah, I know,
kindergarten,
right?
kindergarten and first grade, like being like, ew, girls and all that stuff.
I
I was
never did
never
that.
like that. I was never like that. Like I always
Yeah, exactly. Cooties and,
And
all
I
that shit.
had
I never did that either.
experiences
I
at a
always
young
loved girls.
age. Like I had older girls that were older than me, like be in the classroom and like show me like their privates. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, like as a kid, you're like, I don't know what this is, but I love it. Like this is life right here, right? And you know, you had like nap time. I don't know if y'all had nap time, but like,
time, I took a nap.
yo, some kids was like really.
You know what? Damn.
But I knew
You
some.
just you
know what I
brought
mean?
back a memory for me.
Oh, so
Oh, shit.
I had to bring it
back. Shit, Sonic
Nah,
Gems,
it was
baby.
it was crazy because we was.
I think I
I
was
wanna
the
say we
only
was
child
like-
that took a nap.
I want to
Yo,
say.
the niggas leaving
Nigga,
their
I'm
class.
having
I want to say we was like
kindergarten orgies and shit.
pre-K,
I
Mhm.
took a nap like one time.
pre-K, and it
worse.
was nap time. And I remember like now that since you said that, like,
Yeah.
it came back to me. We was like pre-K, and it was nap time. And the girl next to me, we all had our own sleeping bags. But the girl next to me, she went in my sleeping bag, and we was spooning
Where the
the
fuck
whole
is the teacher?
nap time. I don't remember. Probably getting milk for when we woke up.
Niggas didn't give niggas didn't give a fuck back in those days,
Yeah.
dog. Teachers were just like, they be alright. They ain't doing nothing.
Yo, I
like,
had
yeah,
so
right.
many crazy.
Yo,
like,
after
you know
we
what I
was
mean?
like,
So when you
we was one
exposed
in my
to it from
sleeping
young,
We was
was like
together.
this.
We was together.
I guess so, but I wasn't. I was living a child. We have nap time. I'm tired.
and I
as
mean
fuck
maybe
too.
that's I don't know. I'm not saying that's like you know what I
Oh,
mean.
we got milk. Good.
I'm not saying it's good or bad, but when you exposed to things from like a young age, like it just. And then I'm an only child too, right? So it's like for me, everything that I went through, it was like I don't even know how to explain it. Like even from a young age, like I always had like older women, like that attraction was always there. So like certain things that I experienced, it wasn't really even for like bragging rights. I'm like, I already been through this, you know what I mean? Granted, even certain things I hadn't done, but it wasn't really like to prove anything because I'm like, I know if I want to, I can. You know what I mean? Like it was one of those kind of things.
I used to look under my brother's girlfriend's dresses when I was like a kid.
I used to look at my dad's
I used to all the
box
time.
of,
I used
box
to
of
like
VHS porno tapes. I used to watch those shits.
I remember when I found my dad's stash.
Yeah.
the pornos.
Yeah.
That shit was like,
And my dad had the old digital VHS, so I had to rewind it back when it
my
was
parents
zero.
can never. My parents can never listen to this podcast because it'd be stuff that I want to say, but I'm like, I don't know because
Oh,
like
I don't care. No.
This Sonik Gemz, nigga.
I know, but
How
it's
old are you
like
now?
I'm 26, bro.
You
but
grown, man.
grown.
no, it's not even about that. It's because like you already know, like you know how my pods, our relationship and everything like that. Like we're all cool, we hang out and stuff. So it's like I'm just thinking like, yo, if I really like say certain things, like you know what I mean?
Yo, bro, listen, Cop, if you're listening to this right
I was
now,
about to say, like,
Peter was watching your porn tapes mad early in life. I'm letting you know right now. I just gotta confess, I took all your equipment out of your room one time. My brother used to DJ,
Yeah.
and one time my girlfriend at the time was having a party. I stole all your equipment out of your room and jumped out the window with all your shit. If you're listening to this, I jumped out the window.
Confessions right now?
I'm confessions. I took all your shit out, and then the next day I came back and wired it fucked up. That's why when you came in, you couldn't play it. You're like, "Why is this shit fucked up?" I did it. I'm sorry. It was
It's
me.
different because that's his brother, you know what I'm saying?
All right,
but
well,
my
you
thing
can't
is,
get
it's just
mad at
like,
me,
but
dog.
my introduction
grown
was
as a motherfucker.
mad young, you know what I mean? And then
Only
you don't
got one
have
confession.
you don't got
What is
like
it? I
a
gotta hear
brother
it.
You gotta
to,
hear
like,
this shit?
I gotta hear it.
Oh my god, it's dirty as fuck.
Oh my god, I gotta hear
Dirty
it.
as fuck.
What is it?
This is Usher's confessions.
Yeah, the other confession. All right, so my brother had a high school girl, and I think I was the annoying little brother, just around all the fucking time. So I had a little crush on her. So I remember she used to count us condoms a lot. So you know what? I'm finna get this girl. I didn't know what the condom for. I didn't know what it was. I know she always counted it. So guess what? I took 2 condoms out, ripped it up. She came in there, condom. She's like, "Who you been fucking? I'm out of here." I was like, "Oh, you out of here? You should take me with him just to get on his nerves." You know what? You're right. Come on, Fode. The glimmer in my eye. As I walked out the back door. And he looking like, "What the fuck is going on?" So, Ali, just letting you know, it was me. But it worked out for him because he got a new girl next week, and they went to prom together, so everything was good.
Everything worked out.
Before prom? Damn.
Hey,
Right.
but what I'm
right.
saying is, she had long legs. That let me know that I was a leg guy.
I am a
Yeah.
super leg dude.
I'm a leg guy.
Love legs.
Confessions, baby. Sonic
Oh,
Gems,
shit.
you know what I mean? I don't know, man. I
be
guess
afraid.
I'm a little bit like I'm warming up to it because I feel like I never talk about like publicly, you know what I mean? I don't really like people to really know too much about me because I feel like it's just so many things. Like when people think they know you, you know what I mean?
Then
Like
they gonna
I'm
judge you.
Yeah, I feel like it's like
Sonic
like
Gemz,
so
baby.
I'm still warming up to it. Probably like later on I'm gonna be more like, you know, crazy with it. But I'm just like
this was not the avenue for you to come on.
it was like, yo,
We
I didn't know
all
I came
confess
on
some hard shit.
Pornhub, son. I thought I was on Sonic Gems, but not like
We all confess some hard shit just now.
but I mean like, yo, like at the end of the day, I think people make it bigger than what it is. Like for me,
What, eating pussy?
just sexuality, you know what I
It's
mean?
a
Like
big
cause for
thing.
me, it's
yeah,
like
it's a big thing.
You
people
don't think
have
it's a
their
big
different
thing?
they have their
Definitely a
different
big thing.
experiences. Like
It's a big
again, I
thing.
didn't have no older brothers. I didn't have nobody older than me that was around to explain things. Or this is like my life was like fast paced, so a lot of things that I was like exposed to at a young age was crazy. Like it was just like, you know what I
lived it.
mean? But I mean,
Just
I
own
would.
it.
I never
you know
had the
what
birds and the bees talk.
Oh, never.
My dad never remember. We never
My dad
had that
popped
conversation.
in a porno in me talking about that's your birds and the bees.
Word, yeah, that would never. That's no.
That
Nah,
kind of
we
fucked me
never-
up because I told you I
We've
thought
never had that talk in my household.
I
And
never
and
had that
think-
talk
I
in
don't
my
know,
house
how do
either.
you feel about? Do you feel like that?
Oh,
Like,
fuck me up.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Because I didn't get an explanation about it because I thought my penis was supposed to be that fucking big, not knowing that's why they're in the industry. They have big slungs.
And sometimes not really too. Sometimes they be gassing. Like you watch the story, it's like
It's
yo,
not
like,
even the fact. It's just that you're just a kid watching this.
As a
man.
kid,
but as a
seeing
kid,
that,
as
you be
a
like,
kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking down. I should,
I'm a failure.
I'm below average.
Hey, but have y'all had that
Look,
experience?
Kid,
If
you not this girl asking me, I'm like,
have you seen
I'm
your
average.
dad? No, I mean pause, like super pause, like on no gay shit, right? But I'm talking about like, have you ever
my
walked
dog,
into
Nate.
to after your dad got out the shower and seen his as a kid?
we never
And-
talk about that.
hey, we never.
Nah, but I'm saying like, but
Never
have you had
again.
that thought, like,
glimmer?
damn man, I ain't like, you know what I mean?
No, hey,
Like the same thing you talking about with.
rest in peace, my dad. Thank you. You didn't give me a lot of shit. You gave me a big dick. Thank you. Real talk. It runs in our family. I'm so
I
happy.
think when I was younger, I just used to barge in my parents' room, and one time my pops was changing, and I caught him. He had briefs, the little underwear briefs.
Yeah.
So all I saw was a print. I was like, ah! But damn, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No, I remember my dad used to get up in the middle of the night to get water. I think he always had like some water by his dresser. I guess that one night he didn't have water, so he came out. But I don't know why he was naked, so he just came out. And I'm like, oh, Pop, oh, God. He's like, hey, you better recognize. And just went into the room. So the whole week I was fucked up. Recognize what?
But I'm saying, like, imagine, do you have kids?
Yes.
Do you have daughters?
Boys? I have boys. All boys.
Okay, so you lucked out. So,
No, I wanted I wanted a girl. I really did. Boys are fucking disgusting. Their bathroom smells like a fucking locker room.
Indeed. Yep.
They can't aim for shit.
Yep.
That's true,
They're-
but girls
they're-
get periods and like, you know what I mean.
Right,
That's a whole other,
right
like,
now, I'd rather deal with a girl because these niggas in my house are disgusting.
yeah.
You go to their room right now, it's dirty as fuck.
Yeah.
They forever cannot clean their room. I can't wait till they get to the stage when they care about looking good. Because then their room will be clean. They brush your hair.
Yeah, yep.
The only thing I have to worry about is like trying to sneak out and go to girls and go to parties and stuff like that.
Oh my God.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but my
Even
room,
then, like that would be something I would have.
my room was messy. I was still looking good. So
All right, you know. Yeah,
Room was
okay.
messy, still looking good.
Yeah.
That is no.
Have you
possibility.
have you guys ever got caught?
What, jacking off
No. Just like
with a girl?
yeah.
Oh,
My
what
dad
is
called me all the time.
Mhm.
He didn't care. He was like, good job.
I got caught.
You
Plenty
got
of
caught
times.
too.
Beat
My
my
mom never
ass,
called
too.
me.
Man.
Nah.
My dad gave me a pound. We walk out the door. He was so disrespectful.
No,
Oh
my
my
yeah,
God.
it's-
It
I
couldn't
think
have
it's
been
like
my
that for all
house.
of them. My mom would get mad. My pop would be like, "All right, don't tell your mom." But
Yeah, good job, son.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My
man.
dad would look and be like,
well, all right.
Now that I look back, I don't think he was supposed to look at girls like, like you're 50.
He's on his R. Kelly pause.
This-
You give a
this-
fuck.
You disgusted old man.
My house was like OG because I remember the first time I brought a girl home on purpose and it was like she met my parents. It's like, yeah, man, this my girl right here. We gonna make it happen. We gonna be together forever. My pop's like, okay, dumb loud in front of her.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you in a week.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Let's see, what's her name? Stacy.
yeah, it'll look like if I see you next week, then I remember your name.
Who is it?
Who is this?
Who is it? My mom never met. My mom probably met like 2 girls, maybe 3. My dad met them all. He didn't care. He came home. All right, nigga. You got your room. Use the basement downstairs. He was never like, hey, make sure your mom. You know what time your mom come home. All right. You see the green car and you go out the back door.
Y'all got some cool ass dads. Like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah,
I'm just
it
over
was
here
never-
like, yo, like,
I got
everybody
caught-
doesn't have this upbringing.
Yeah, I got caught, but it wasn't in my house. I got caught, but it wasn't in my crib,
Look at it,
son.
twist. That's just how boys grow up. That's how they grew up.
Man, look.
That's
But
how
nah,
we
son,
gonna
I
learn.
got the
Just like,
hardest-
You gotta think like for boys, well, for girls too. But if your kid comes up to you and be like, "Yo, I want to try something," and you dismiss it,
He'll think around your back and do it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Rather than accepting it, let him be comfortable doing it in a place he's familiar with.
Right.
If my son comes to me and be like, "Yo, pops, I want to try weed," all right, you gonna try it here first with me. That way you get the motions. The same thing with people teaching their kids to shoot guns. You don't want the kid picking up a random gun and don't know what to do with it.
But I think that's the dope part. If you already like that's your lifestyle. Like if you don't smoke weed and you don't know anything about it, you might be like a little bit more uncomfortable. Or but I think like my thing is like majority of. I mean, even my friends, you know what I mean? Like, we didn't really have a pops like that, you know what I mean? So, a lot of stuff you learn is like...
Oh, no, don't get it twisted.
You
like,
just,
everybody in my clique when I was younger was scared as shit of my pops. Like, if my pops pull up, everybody, yo, we out. Yo, we out.
My dad was a cool dad.
Yeah.
My pops was cool as shit. He just had a mean-ass look.
Yeah, my dad was cool, too.
My
But
pops,
I
he'll
still
come
was...
in like he had a badass day. Hey, what's going on, guys? And nobody expect everybody come in like, yo, pops is here. He looked like he had a long day. He be all right.
Yeah, he'd be cool. My dad would like come in.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah.
You guys
Like,
doing
shit.
all right?
Cool.
All right. Hey,
You're like,
don't fuck my shit up.
Yeah. Hey, it's
Like,
Friday.
oh,
I made
shit.
some extra money.
Oh,
Y'all,
shit. You know what?
Y'all want some pizza?
Yo, we going
I got
outside.
some pizza. That's it. My dad was cool.
Damn, my dad was cool, too, but he ain't never do none of that
I was
shit.
about to say, I was like...
My dad
I
ain't
mean,
never do...
offer
I
pizza
ain't never brought no girls to the crib
my
or
mom
none
was
of
more
that
like
shit.
that. My mom was more like that.
I
You
had
know
a lot
what I
of
mean?
family around. Like, my cousins and all the people came around. Like, we spend at each other's house. They were like, yo, if you can't get close to your family, who can get close with? So, yo, they come over. Cool. All right. Y'all order y'all pizza. Y'all go downstairs to watch movies, talk shit. Stay up to like 5, 6 in the morning. I'm gonna fuck.
That's dope.
Yeah, that shit never happened in my
Yeah, I
house.
was like, yo...
My house was the total fucking opposite.
You white or you?
Cool. Nah.
We're gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna tell you my court story, and then we're gonna fucking close. Again,
Amen.
another cut school scenario. Okay, we're gonna get this last footage, and then we're gonna close out because we're already at over 2.
I'm still trying to add this math in my head with him.
Hey, look, man, I'm going to tell y'all like this, man. My whole thing is just like this, man. It's like, you know, as a young man, you know what I mean, especially being black, I think, like, it's certain things, and I'm being super serious, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's certain things where, like, you, again, this whole idea of, like, manhood, right? It's like, okay, like, get pussy mad young and all this type of shit or whatever, but it's like you don't really teach them, like, certain... Like, yo, my thing is like this, right? Like, I grew up, beginning half of my life, my mom was a single mom. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody has a different story, but some people's situation is like it was a revolving door. You know what I mean? So you're going to learn the shit how you're going to learn it eventually. You know what I mean? But my thing is just like, you know, for us as men, you know what I mean? For those either that have kids already or that are going to have kids in the future, like, you know, you got to be responsible with the example that you set, right? Because, like, a lot of the stuff that we get introduced to at a young age, like, you can't really fault, like, certain behaviors when you see, like, you know what I mean, the lack of respect that we have for women in certain aspects, you know what I mean, and certain things. And I'm not trying to be, like, a white knight or anything like that because, you know, it's like it is what it is, you know what I mean? It could be a beautiful thing, but I think a lot of the stuff that we go through to our detriment is because of that type of, like, we talked about this the last podcast, but like just certain aspects of like toxicity within so-called masculinity. You know what I mean? So my whole thing is just like, you know, that doesn't make you a man or not make you a man, because you got to think about it like this. Like, I know y'all seen the Antoine Fisher movie back in the day, right? Right, and I mean he got molested by, you know what I mean, his babysitter or whatever. But you know that really messed with him. It was based on a true story, but it messed with him, you know, even as an adult, because he was a virgin for a long time because of that. You know what I mean? So it was like, you know, he was getting made fun of and all this stuff like that. And it's like that has nothing to do with whether you're a man or not. You know what I mean? But a lot of times too, again, in our community, we don't have the example set because, I mean, like, for day in your case, like, you're African, you know what I mean? So I don't think that's, like, a big thing in, like, not African-American, but just African culture. I don't think that's a big thing for the dad not to be there and stuff like that. But
it is a big deal.
But in the U.S., when I say it's not a big deal, it's, like, percentage-wise, like, I'm sure most of y'all have y'all dads.
No, not at all.
Well, I don't know.
He said no.
He's like, okay.
Your percentage
All right,
is
so
totally
this is a international black problem. Okay, all right.
Yep.
So my thing is just like this, you know what I mean? Like, again, because we don't have those examples, you know what I mean? I think, like, even in the way that we behave, like we're talking about the Al Bundy, like, I picked that up as a kid because of what I saw. You know what I mean? Like, and not even really understanding it. It was just, naturally seeing the behavior, and then I copied it. So I would do it everywhere I was at. I had my hand in my pants, and my mom would be like, "Don't do that. Like, it's not good." You know what I mean? And I'm like, "Why?" Like, I didn't even understand it. So that's how influential it can be. You know what I mean? So my thing is like, you know, we glorify a lot of things like pimp culture and stuff like that, but just let's not forget where a lot of these things come from. You know what I mean? A lot of these things were forced on us, whether subconsciously or genetically, through slavery, through European nature, you know what I mean, to not respect our women. Like, that was never African tradition, you know what I mean? So I just want y'all to, like, pay attention to that.
Word, that was your gem of the week. Let me just let you know
Gems.
I'm gonna let you know my goddamn fucking story, and then we're gonna
Come back
close
at the
out.
story after all that?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna tell my goddamn my getting caught. So because this is what we're
Back to
talking about.
Pornhub.
He
I'm-
don't care.
I don't give a fuck. My court story was ill. Again, I cut school, went to Shorty crib. We was getting it popping. Now, her mother comes home from work every afternoon because she worked up the street from the crib, so she would come home for lunch. We didn't give a fuck, though. We getting it. Nigga, it's going down in the crib. What? All of a sudden, we heard click, click, click. Nah, that's not what we heard. Fuck it. Get back to it. Heard the click, click, click. Boom, the door opens. Oh, shit. She sees the door closed. For some reason, she left earlier. The door was her. The girl's bedroom door wasn't closed. All of a sudden, the bedroom's door was closed. She comes in to try to open the door. The door is locked. She's like, who's in the room? Man, okay, mind you, Brooklyn, New York. It's snowing outside. It's like fucking 10 degrees.
You have fire escape?
Of course.
That's
You know
where
where
you
this
went.
is going.
Yep.
I had zero time to grab anything but my sweater vest. I grabbed my sweater vest, my Timberlands, my jacket, everything is in there. She's like, you gotta get the fuck out of the room. I jump out on the fire escape with my dick out. And instead of going down, I go up to the roof.
Yeah, that was a smart one.
Niggas are looking out the window. My dick's flapping and shit. I'm cold.
Oh, shit.
Niggas are opening blinds.
Somebody told on you.
Oh, yeah. I get to the roof.
Where were you?
I'm up there in a sweater vest with no socks, no drawers, no pants, with just a sweater vest on in the snow.
What?
Dead ass. For 35 minutes.
Your dick was dumb small. That
What?
That shit shriveled, nigga.
My nigga, you on dick, nigga. My whole life shriveled, nigga. I was like, yo, how is she gonna explain this? Yo, because I'm like, how is she gonna tell her mom this? How she gonna explain this shit? So I'm up there like jumping on one leg. I'm doing a bunch of crazy jumping jacks and shit.
Come back downstairs.
I couldn't. Her mom's was home. So now I'm on the roof.
Yeah.
And I'm just standing there. And I'm like, yo, 35 minutes goes by. Fuck it. I'm going to go inside.
Naked for 35 minutes?
35 minutes with a sweater vest. So I go back down the steps. I go through the roof door and go back down the steps
Butt naked.
with a sweater vest on. Dick flapping. Mind you, this is a New York. This is a New York. This is a New York building. So it's mad curry and fucking all kinds of shit. You smell all kinds of food cooking.
Yeah.
Everybody was out there.
Everybody, for some reason, everyone's home. It's a snow day. I'm cold as shit.
How far did you live from Shorty house?
Probably like 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
I didn't go home. I came down the steps. She lived on the second floor. The roof was on the sixth floor.
Yeah.
I come down the steps. I'm running down the steps. Niggas are coming out of their apartment door.
Yo, son!
Niggas like, yo! I'm like, Jen. I get to the second floor.
I'm making that dance, bro.
I get to hell yeah. I get to the third floor, right? I'm like, oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to knock her door. I gotta get my Timbs. That's all I think. That's all I kept thinking about. I just got the brown Timbs. I gotta get my fucking Timbs. Bitch, you giving me my goddamn Timbs. That's all I kept thinking about. You can keep the pants. I want my Timbs. I gotta get home. I want my Timbs. She fucking is coming out of her apartment door with a bag with all my clothes in it as I'm coming down the steps. She's like, huh?
Did it drive by?
Yeah, oh, get dressed
She just
right there
told-
on the
yeah,
steps.
yeah.
My drawers, everything. She's like, we gotta go. My mom knows you were here. I'm like, how she knows I was here? She's like, nigga, she heard you go out the fucking fire escape. She heard me close the window. Why was I home in the first place? All kinds of stupid shit.
Yep.
Nigga.
I'm thinking clearly.
I caught the worst flu the week after. Like, I caught the worst flu. It was a wrap the next week. And that was my caught story, man. We got super caught, dog. Dick out on the roof, climbing the goddamn fire escape with my dick out. You know why? Because I'm a rebel.
Caught
Well,
a flu in
I
the
didn't.
dick.
I didn't get my dick out, but I did hurt myself. Went over a girl's house. Dad came home. SWAT member was not thinking. Just wanted some pussy.
Yeah,
Didn't even
it's
give
always
a
for the
fuck,
pussy.
acted like a G. Dad came home for some reason. Big ass nigga came banging on the door. Well, I got two car stories. The second one's pretty funny too. Banging on the door. She had a trampoline out back. I was like, shit, I gotta go out one way or another. Hopped on the trampoline, thinking, you know, as a kid, I could just jump down on the trampoline, bounce off of it, I'll be good. Not knowing that you have to hit the trampoline the right way. So when I hit it, it flew me in the other direction. Hurt my leg. And I'm just limping down the street. But the funniest caught story I ever had when I was in college. It was like a little girl. She was hot. You know what I mean? She had a UGA football player. I said, man, shit, he ain't never here. Come over there, you know what I mean? Because everybody was like, yo, she hot. She ready.
Yeah.
So I put in time at school, you know what I mean? I put in time, hey, you know, why don't just come over and chill a little bit with you? You know what I mean? He ain't gonna be home. For some reason, this nigga came home. This nigga was beating down the goddamn door. Like he was beating down the door. So imagine 6'7", 300-pound offensive lineman beating down the door.
Oh, man.
For some reason, this nigga knocked some of the damn hinges off the damn door. And the only thing I held up when he literally knocked the door down, my ass instantly saved my life. I turned gay for a couple minutes. My ass was like, girl, he knocking down the door. He crazy. He looked at me like, what the fuck? I said, girl, I see why you tripping, girl. I'm gonna go ahead and go. You be all right. Slid by his ass real quick. Girl, I don't know what you gonna do. You better not have no nigga in there. Slid down
What?
hit the elevator and took the fuck off. We came to school today and she was like, what make you think to do that shit? I was like, my nigga, I don't know what the fuck happened. But I instantly saw this big ass nigga came through that door. Honey, child, he crazy. And that's my don't get caught story.
And that is a don't get caught story. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for listening to the Sonik Gemz podcast. Again, it's your boy H1 SwimCon, Reto, motherfucking
Revo, you already
fucking
know.
Jason
Schlizzy
Haitian
the kid,
Momoa,
man. You know what I mean?
fucking D
Gotta
Malo,
get it right.
aka Flock, my man Fode. And we will catch you guys next time, man. Enjoy this podcast as much as we did, because I laughed like a motherfucker, yo. You already know.
I'll fight for my life.
And we out, guys.